Happy Monday, everybody. What's up? We're the Spoiler Kings of Brian the Grizzly here with Brandman Brandon. Hopefully we get Tank on his way soon. But how you feeling, man?
Oh man, this is gonna be a doozy of a week, but I'm good.
I had a tough week. So I told you everyone my dad's birthday. So we had my dad's birthday party. So that was a big thing. And then my daughters got sick, and then I had to kind of get ready for their birthday. Now, along with my oldest birthday, and then we got Halloween, so all the costumes came in, so we did all the fittings and all that stuff. So we been kind of just running all around like chickens with our head cut off. But of course, we had to be here because after watching Smile 2, I needed to have someone to talk to. I need someone that can talk me off the ledge because
Oh man.
this is too much, man. I'm like, man.
Oh man. Yeah,
She made
man.
it. I thought she made it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a busy one. This must be the season of birthdays. My mom's birthday's tomorrow. So and making time to do that, a bunch of work stuff that just really came out of nowhere. Halloween weekend coming up, so I'm getting ready for that, kind of hashing out all the plans for that. The last component for my costume arrived this afternoon. So yeah. I'm just trying to make it to Friday in one piece.
Dude, guys, everyone should know though, for as far as horror movies, I don't do them. Now, this is the second time I watched a Smile movie. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like dealing with anything that I can't fight. Like if I could, like I'll deal with fighting a grizzly bear, but a ghost, that's another story. I can't fight a ghost. So like those are things that I just don't enjoy. Even though Supernatural is my favorite show, and I love From, and I love all these other things, but man, I don't know. We got Mama Bear in the building, so that's why we knew we could start. She said, "Hello, boys." Yeah, Professor, who's big. Hey, you had great comments on some of the videos. I loved just kind of talking with you about it, but I wish we could have more time to actually discuss, because you brought up some great points about, you want representation, but it has to be the right representation, and you can't give poor storylines to that representation. That's the key. If you're going to represent somebody, you got to give good storylines. You have to put money behind it, and it has to make sense in the whole general MCU. That was kind of Professor's gist of what he was saying, and I agree 100%. There's no point of doing something if you're going to half-ass it.
Yep.
Yeah. Jason says, "I want to see you smile." I feel like I won't smile ever again. Like it hurts thinking about man. Then you go rip off their faces, and oh my god! Every time I'm at the gym, we sitting there looking at the 45-pound weight, like, man, just
bam, right?
Exactly. It's crazy. So how's it going, guys? Man, I'm a little distraught. I'm a little distraught after watching the movie.
I will get back to you on Friday.
If you get through it, that's all.
Yep.
So, I mean, I know you saw Smile too.
I did.
I don't want to get too far into it, but what were your initial kind of just overall thoughts? I saw it coming.
Actually really liked it. I'm all about horror during the month of October. It definitely delivered what I was looking for. And I didn't think the Smile that Smile was going to become a franchise the way it did, because it started out a short film.
Yep.
And the opening of the first movie was a continuation of the short film, and now here we are. I personally, without like jumping too ahead of myself, it's definitely satisfying my horror fix for this month. It's definitely what I was looking for in a horror movie.
That's the problem. I don't like those horror movies. I'm sitting and watching this like, man, when is this going to end? I'm sitting looking at my watch like, damn it, why am I still watching this? And the problem is, this actually was interesting. So, 2 Smile movies in a row, I can't do it. We got Judah in the building. How you doing, Judah, man? I'm glad
Judah.
you came in here, man. That's awesome. So, what do you guys think of the horror movies of the year? Have you been? Has it been up to expectations or bad in general, with a few exceptions?
Actually, I've kind of enjoyed this year in terms of horror. You
I don't like horror.
n- yeah, there was this, there was Abigail, which I really
Abigail
liked.
was awesome.
Um, you know, I still need to see Terrifier, but
So
I've
I
heard.
saw Terrifier 3. Oh my god.
Mhm.
Just it I don't
May-
need those type of movies in my life, but they're
maybe
making hella money.
maybe that'll be my gift to myself this Friday. As long as I make it through everything in one piece, just go to the movies after work. Um, I'm trying to think what else there's been in terms of horror that I like, but yeah, it's been a pretty solid year
I think so
as far
too.
as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. For something that I don't like, there's been more and more things that I can stand.
Mhm,
Um, I mean, it's hard because there's horror and then there's like suspenseful, right?
mhm,
And sometimes those genres kind of intermingle. And I like suspense, but I don't like horror. But there's sometimes horror is suspenseful, so then I have to watch it.
mhm.
So it's like, it's kind of what's going on right now.
Sure.
Mama Bear says, "Can we get a hint on the costume?"
Um, no, not yet. We will sit on that until the end of the week.
I didn't even tell you what my costume is either. I can't wait to
Mm,
show you guys. Yeah,
yeah.
I finally get the whole thing in. I was like, "Oh man,
Very
I am
nice.
way too big to be doing this." Also, which one is better, Smile 1 or Smile 2?
I'm kinda leaning more towards this one.
Naomi Scott's the only reason I would say that.
I am fond of Naomi Scott.
You know, I think the first one was really cool because it was the first two like acts were really really cool in the
Mhm,
first one. This one I kind of was able to watch all the way through.
mhm,
Even the third act, though I knew craziness was about to hit the fan, but I could watch it.
mhm.
You know, the fire thing kind of messed me up the first one, so I'm gonna go with 2.
Oh, yeah, yeah, with the end, yeah.
Yeah, Jason, you can't be laughing at me. I just don't like it. I don't know. I can't explain it, man. We got T in the building. I appreciate you coming in, T. Man, you guys have all bring up so many good points when you guys talk about things, comments and stuff like that. I really enjoy sitting there and just watching, reading, and reacting and trying to talk to you guys. So yeah, please
Mhm.
comment again. Everything you guys comment on, I try to reply on. Either me or B or Tank or something. Yeah. Would you like to see a Smile 3 or a prequel instead?
Sequel, for sure.
Yeah. I
Um,
don't think you need a prequel.
I think sometimes less is more when it comes to horror, so I'm good with there not being a prequel or an origin as to where the entity comes from. I think we have enough. Just
Knowing it's
move
there.
forward when it comes to horror.
Sometimes the intrigue is not having all your answers.
Mhm.
That I don't have to have all the answers. Where did it come from? It doesn't matter. It's here.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have a sequel.
Yeah, sometimes like an origin or where it comes from, sometimes it can kind of, kneecap the movie or kneecap the story. Like Halloween,
Oh my god.
like the Rob Zombie Halloween, for example, like, I didn't need a, like, backstory or origin story to why Michael Myers is the way he is. Dr. Loomis summed it up the best in the 1978 movie. He was just pure evil. He just
Mhm.
was, and that was enough for me to go on.
And this one, the sequel will be really interesting if you did a Smile 3 because now you infected thousands,
Thousands. Yeah,
tens
that
of
was tripped out.
thousands.
That was tripped
Man.
out, and I had a feeling they were gonna go that way from the first trailer that I saw when the recipient of the smile curse was gonna be a pop star. I had a
Mhm.
feeling.
I was hoping they were gonna kill her and then couldn't bring her back. And then she died and be like, oh no,
Mhm.
no, no. But it worked out for everybody. But then
Yep.
this is horror. So whatever works out for horror?
Mhm.
Nothing. T says, I really enjoy watching Naomi Scott for 2 hours. I feel you. I feel you. Now, Anzo in the building. What's up, Big Four Entertainment, guys? If you don't know what Big Four Entertainment is, you need to be paying attention. We're supposed to be doing a stream tomorrow. I cannot wait. I missed the live we were watching from. I got up like 15 minutes later. I knew I couldn't jump in because we already been watching it. So I was sitting there
Mhm.
looking at it. I was like, damn, the whole time. But I watched it and I cannot wait to talk about what's going on. And Fromville is crazy. All the things that have been going on are nuts. Victor, I sent Anzo someone's thought process of what From is. And I hope you can check that out because tomorrow we'll talk about it. I think I got something, man. I think I got something.
Mhm.
Mama Bear says she's pouting because you won't tell her.
I'm sorry.
We got Derpy in the building. Says Russell Wilson might have stole Justin Fields' job. It's okay because he'll give it back. He's too nice of a guy. He's gonna give it right back. Mark my words. You're gonna be like, man, week 10. Hey Brian, did you know you're Nostradamus? Yes, I did. Said no, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at the smile for Brand Man. That was good. It was funny. I was waiting for the tear to come out when he's smiling the whole time. So, it was good. I enjoyed it, man.
Mhm.
Derby says Creature Commandos trailer top tier. I definitely have it up. When Tank jumps in, we will definitely take a peek at it. There's a lot of trailers actually that I want to talk about.
Mhm.
Um, I had them all set up. See if I missed any of them. So the Goosebumps one that you had talked about, I cannot wait to watch with you guys. Goosebumps is going to be awesome. Creature Commandos is going to be the other one that we're going to watch.
Mhm.
And there was one other one. Can't remember. Tank will probably have to remind me, but dude, I am psyched. And if we get
Yeah.
a chance, we'll look at the episode 7 promo of Agatha All Along. If we get to that point too.
Mhm.
We got Drew in the building. What up, Drew? Jason says Naomi Scott carried the movie seriously. She was amazing. She did.
She was incredible.
Like really. I mean, I was entertained the entire time. I bought in the
Mhm.
entire time. And if you know anything, what's the lesson learned? Don't buy Vicodin from the guy on the corner.
Yep.
That's the lesson learned.
It's crazy because she was like in every frame of the movie almost.
She really
You
was.
know.
And then when you're doing horror and you gotta have that fear facing the scream, she did a good job with the
Mhm.
scream. My kids came down like, what are you watching? What's screaming? Jude says, y'all seen Speak No Evil yet?
One with James McAvoy, right?
Yeah,
I didn't
I
finish
have.
it yet.
I,
Mhm.
I saw it, but I don't know if you did.
Mhm. I saw the original, the original version, but I still got to finish the new one with McAvoy. But the half of it that I saw, he was just killing it. Well, he's great in anything he's in.
Yeah, dude, he comes out. He is so uncomfortably good at being just an ass.
Mhm.
It's so uncomfortable. It's so entertaining. I just really enjoyed watching him. Speak No Evil. Even though the dad was a punk and he needs to, yeah, come on. So I would like to Samara Weaving. is they're doing if they're doing the third one. I would like to see Samara Weaving if they're doing the third one.
I like seeing Samara Weaving, so
I like that. That's a good idea.
yeah. she's definitely got the scream for the horror.
Or yeah, you're 100% right. That's a good pickup. Want to start at 8:30? Yeah, so that's 7:30 my time, 8:30 yours. I'm with it. Yeah, definitely on. So we can do that 7:30 your time. I mean 7:30 my time, 8:30 yours. I think that we need enough time to talk about this stuff because I have to get to my Panda Grizzly show on Tuesday for football, and I would really like to just really spend as much time talking about From because From was off the chain, really was. T says, "Have you heard they're making a sequel to Ready or Not?" And yes, I will take more Samara Weaving any day of the week.
On one hand, I'd be good with a sequel. On the other, I'd be fine with it being just a one-off. Love the first Ready or Not. Was actually watching it over the weekend a little bit because it was on FX like all weekend.
Yeah, it was. I was just thinking that. Like, wow, I could have sworn I saw it twice, 2 or 3 times, like from Friday, Saturday.
I'd be good with a sequel, but at the same time, if they just left it alone, I'd be good with that too.
Speaking of sequels, I'm going to bring this up. You're wrong, Brandman. You're wrong. I'm saying here, Gladiator is going to be great.
No,
Gladiator 2 is going to be epic, and Denzel is going to steal the show. You're going to forget the only thing you're going to say is that they didn't have to be called Gladiator. That's what you're going to say.
That's Denzel. Sorry, I just like squeezed in here, especially when you talk about that, because Denzel is shouting out the lead of the movie. I can't remember his name, but he's amazing, So like Denzel is out here like this kid is like he does, but he's out here like this kid's like great, and he's like with Denzel, with Pedro, and then this young kid, and he's over here. He's like he's amazing, So I was like, damn, so. But yeah, hopefully I want to talk about that too. The early reviews came out.
Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's saying it's off the chain. Gladiator 2 is going to be it. I am so psyched for it. I didn't think I wanted to even see it. And now I'm like, I can't wait for it to come out. It's taking too long. November 22nd is too long to wait. A whole month? And don't have another release. So Paul Mescal. Mescal? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Mescal. Yeah. And then you think Joseph Quinn is in it. Connie Nielsen's in it. I'm just saying they have some good players and this is good actors. I mean, this is going to be I think it's gonna be good. And I can't wait for you to eat your words. Or if I come in here and come with my head down, you'll know it was bad. So
yeah. In the end, you'll see that I was right.
Like I want it to be good.
There's no way Denzel's that is going to be bad. There's no way.
Denzel won't be bad. The movie around him will be.
I don't know. The story sounds pretty good, man.
So many snot shots in that movie. Yeah,
it is.
They saw Viola Davis in Fences and said, "Hold my beer."
Don't be talking about Fences. Come on, man. I thought you were gonna say the Blair Witch. They saw the Blair Witch and said, "I got you. I won't up you." You mean the walking pharmacy might not be reputable? I'm shocked. Exactly. Let me call our guy from high school to give some Vicodin. The hell? That was your first mistake. I mean, besides the whole drug and alcohol abuse that you had the year before. I like the new trailer of Gladiator 2. It looks great. We're all trying to tell you, man, you're going to come on our side. One day you're just going to say, all right, it wasn't bad.
Yeah. I don't think so.
It sucks is that first trailer, like nothing was wrong with the trailer, like, but the music, I think that's what threw a lot of people off. It just didn't feel right.
Yeah. I wonder if those people complained about the first trailer for the first movie where they played Kid Rock, if they maintain that energy.
No. And then also, I mean, but also like that one when it came out, like no one had expectations for it. I think, yeah. Where now this one has expectations, for it, so
sense. So Tank is in the building. Everyone, wait, we know we're here. Denzel will steal the show, but I think saying it would be great was very optimistic. Okay. I'm Bears following B. I got you. I still have to watch the first Gladiator. What?
Oh, bro.
I wish I could go back and be you so I could get to watch the Gladiator again for the first time.
Yeah. Check it out, Jason. Amazing movie.
Yeah.
A very amazing movie that does not need a sequel.
This is what I'm going to say. I don't think it's going to be like a sequel. It's going to be the same period, same kind of players, but it's not necessarily a sequel. It's going to be more about Denzel trying to rise to power and then using the gladiators in that way. I think that's what's going to be more about. And then, we still got Paul Mescal, and we talk about Joseph Quinn getting killed and Pedro Pascal getting killed. I think there's going to be a lot of storylines, and hopefully it will be okay.
It's not a sequel. Don't call it Gladiator 2.
I never said just what you're going to say.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be like loosely based with the first one, but definitely watch the first one, Jason. Like legit, man. Make it a movie night. Like find a 4K version of it. Sit down, blast the audio. The music for it is amazing. Watch it on a big screen, dude. It's awesome.
Dude, I would name my son Maximus. I'm telling you, man. I would. That's how much I love that movie. The movie is amazing. Maximus Decimus Waller. That's what it'll be. I'm sorry. I don't believe in early reviews. They also said The Flash was the greatest superhero movie ever.
True.
Why you gotta put water on my fire, man? I'm sitting here cooking, ready to go, and you gonna put water on it. Come on, T. Joking. Have you seen that with T? That's what makes me so nervous too. Overhype early reviews. Yeah, but I also don't want to hear terrible reviews.
Yeah.
As we talked about Captain America. I don't want to see that either. You don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. That's the only with the early reviews. Most of the time they're gonna be like really good, like hyping up the movie. And then you got 50-50. It still can be a bad movie, still could be a good movie. The only time is when the early reviews say it sucks, then it's gonna be a horrible movie. Like that's the only thing guaranteed. But yeah.
We might have another little Barbenheimer with Gladiator 2 and Wicked. The more serious and dark movie against the more lighthearted and more colorful movie.
Wicked. Man, so there's more shit. So last week we talked about the whole thing with Cynthia Erivo, what's her name, right? Erivo. Yeah, Erivo. We talked about her, and I think that has a different take on it, but it's getting a lot of backlash. Today I read Elvira. She was in New York Comic-Con, and somebody talked about the worst celebrity meetup she had with somebody, and she said it was Ariana Grande. She told her story, blah blah blah, and why. It wasn't like a horrible, like she was just like a little bit of a dick, But so now it's like now Ariana Grande is getting hate from like Elvira fans are like diehards, man.
Yeah,
like so I mean. So now you're getting hate from the Elvira fans from Ariana's side now of it. I was like, damn.
That's BS though. People have bad days, and you're expected to be on all the time as a star. I don't understand that. I don't think it's fair to expect someone to be on all the time. And there's sometimes like I understand why someone will be mad, and if you trying to talk to me in the bathroom, trying to shake my hand, I'm in the bathroom. Like people do stuff like that and expect you. Oh, she's so ungracious. Like, but bro, You're talking to me after I just got off the phone talking about my dog died, and you trying to be here,
Yeah. So
talk to me. So I don't.
Real quick, like, so her story was like, hey, we're here at a show or something like that, and Ariana's people reached out to her and said, hey, I need 20 tickets. Oh, it was Knott's Berry, because she's a big part of Knott's Berry Halloween stuff. And she has a big event there or something like that. So she's like, hey, I need 20 tickets. Elvira's like, got you. Boom, here's 20 tickets. Here's one for you. Here's a few more. Came back, did came back, and they all met Elvira, did a big meet and greet with Elvira, all the friends, family, and everything. And Elvira was like, hey, can we take a picture together? She goes, oh, no, I don't do that stuff. And she's like, bitch, I just hooked you up with everything you wanted, and you can't take a picture with me? It was like, So,
well, I mean, that sounds like a record label thing.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, and that's not the first time. Other people have said she's kind of an ass.
I could see anyone being there. I just try not to go off of one or two stories, even though I heard Big Sean talk about her. I've heard these things.
Yeah, I haven't heard many people say like she's a great person to be around.
I heard more that she's an airhead and doesn't even realize what she's doing. She's just walking around like a butterfly. Like,
yeah. Well, the whole thing, she's fake. You talk about like being on all the time. She's fake all the time. She has this like that fake high pitch voice.
That really like high voice.
Yeah. And then when she got caught not doing it, like instantly like went back to her like Ariana speaking.
Yeah.
That was about
helium infused voice.
Michael did that too. Michael Jackson didn't. So he didn't talk like that. No, he had a deep voice. Yeah. He's black. Black man, you here talk like this? No, that doesn't happen. I'm just saying, but people do that. You can have a persona.
What's the fighting game that he was in? I can't remember the fighting game he was in. Michael Jackson was in like, and it was like Rumble something, back in the day. And that was, and like years later, I found out that was actually Michael Jackson voicing that. And it didn't sound like Michael Jackson how we hear with the high pitch thing. It was like his normal voice. I was like, that's wild. So yeah, I mean, it is a thing. Yeah, that I forgot what it's called.
He said, "My MJ only spoke like that to conserve his voice." He said, Ariana Grande was great and Don't Look Up.
I forgot she was in that actually.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying that's wild. Boy, that's insane.
Yeah, that was all of my feed today was the Elvira and Ariana stuff.
I don't know where I was. Here we go. The first trailer was like watching My Little Pony trailer with Korn as the soundtrack. That's good. So Cap is getting bad reviews. So what the news was Captain America is going through all these reshoots, and that it's the audience or the test screens have been really lackluster, and people are still walking out saying, "What's the point?" And that's where they're spending all this money. That's what we talked about. They had that video. It's somewhere between $350 and $400 million that they're going to spend on this movie, just trying to continue them to make it into this epic event. And I think the problem is that you put too many damn cameos in it and trying to hold it together. That's the biggest problem. But I think Profess had a very good comment. I started the show with that, saying that he really spoke on the fact that representation needs to be the right representation. You need to put a good storyline behind these characters. You need to have a strong character to go along with it if you're going to do these things. And the problem is more that Sam Wilson is just a placeholder for Cap and not really something for himself. And in the comic, he was only Captain America for a couple of months, really. Like, it wasn't a long time at all. He realized it's hard for America to accept a black man as Captain America, and that's kind of where we went with the Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's kind of the whole story of him being Cap. So I think that's the problem, that they know it's weak for him to still be Captain America, and then they're putting all these cameos and all these other characters in it, making it into something that is not really about him. So I don't know if it's because he's black, but I just think that it's not a strong story, and it's not a strong character to put all the stuff around it.
Yeah. Which sucks.
Yeah.
Drew says, excellent news. My Deadpool and Wolverine Blu-ray is on its way. Mine comes in Thursday. I cannot wait.
I got the Wolverine coming tomorrow and then Deadpool coming in on Thursday. I don't know why.
Exactly. Same thing with me. I get the Wolverine tomorrow, Deadpool Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know why. I get Twisters too. Twisters comes in tomorrow.
The Twisters tomorrow. Yeah.
I forgot about Twisters.
Yeah.
Mama Bear says, Ready to Rumble was the game.
Yeah, I just looked it up. Yeah.
Yeah, and T says, oh, that's because he's black. Yeah. Not just that, but it's also the character, man. Professor had a really good idea. He said, why didn't you do Blue Marvel? If you're going to do this and you want to base it on a strong character, a black character, Blue Marvel would have been a better character to use. We could have Coleman Domingo or something like that being him. And, you know, Adam Brashear is one of the coolest, dopest characters, more powerful characters in the entire MCU and all Marvel, period. I think that would have been a cooler thing instead of him holding the mantle, because everyone wants Chris Evans to step back in the Cap, and it's kind of hard being excited about a character that's you don't know what's going to happen. So, I ain't tripping off that. I'm going to have a great time no matter what. I want to go check. I want to check it out regardless.
Oh, absolutely.
And I hope it's great. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, it's terrible. You know, but I can see why, you know, not putting money behind it, not really giving the characters due can be a problem. Yes, I think that's that Cat movie is going to hit the floor like a thud. Yikes.
I hope not.
Yeah, me too. I really hope not.
Because people don't use it as an excuse.
Yeah.
So yes, his voice was deep when he talked before he sung Heal the World at the Super Bowl. I mean, he has good songs when he sang.
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that. And I remember seeing that, and even rewatching that Super Bowl with him. Back in
you know the story about why they got Michael Jackson at the Super Bowl?
No.
So the year before, at halftime, In Living Color did a show, right at halftime, and it was one of the highest rated shows. So they all turned away from the Super Bowl to I think it was on Fox at the time, and they took all their audience during all the halftime stuff. And they had marching band at the time. They had marching bands going on and doing what they usually do at football games. And Living Color stole it. Had like 19 million people watching In Living Color at that time. The next year, they decided to bring Michael Jackson in to be the halftime entertainment.
The act, yeah.
So it was a Living Color. Keenan Ivan Wayans is the reason why we have a halftime show for the Super Bowl. It's cool, very cool.
That I didn't know.
You can check out that there's a lot of interviews with him, interviews with a lot of other people around. But yeah, In Living Color is the reason why we have halftime show in the Super Bowl, because they don't want people to turn away like anymore.
Yeah,
right on.
Yeah, because you got to figure somebody had to be first, right? So
yeah,
like why don't we just do this now?
Yeah.
I just think Mackie was way more interesting as Falcon. It's a bad character setup on Marvel Studios. They are to blame. I don't disagree, but it did happen. So it's not like they didn't pull us out of nowhere. But when it happened, it was like he knew that something was wrong. Like he felt you won't accept me. Everything they saw in Falcon and Winter Soldier, that's exactly what happened in the comic book. He was like, yeah, you won't accept me. He met Isaiah Bradley, all this stuff. You won't accept the black man as Captain America. That was the story. And he gave the mantle up, and then Bucky took it over. So,
yeah. And even Bucky, you know,
gave it up.
Gave it up a little bit, you know, because when Steve came back, you know, I have the whole run of was it like the Battle for the Shield or something like that, or
Battle for the Shield,
something like that. So,
no, that's exactly what's called. I bought that whole series. I think I was telling you about it, and then I went about the whole series.
Yeah.
I see your link, Mama Bear.
So that's anybody share check that. That's the Ready to Rumble Michael Jackson. So
Oh,
yeah. So it doesn't sound like Michael Jackson, but supposedly, Midway, the company at the time, like, they used his actual voice. Supposedly.
so test screen doesn't mean anything at all. Captain America: Brave New World will be a moderate success. 600 to 800 million. I like it.
It's also like moderate at 800.
Yeah.
Which for Marvel, that's what it is. It's moderate. If it doesn't hit a billion or get close to a billion,
If it doesn't make 900, is it 900 million? You really like that's multiverse of madness.
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever. You have to make $900 million just to get there.
Yeah. I think Love and Thunder got pretty close to 900. I think 850 or something like that, or
865
almost
or something like that. I think you're right.
almost 9.
Yeah. Got Tony in the building. What's up? So I hope Wonder Man gets scrapped.
Nah.
Wishful thinking. I hope so too.
I agree.
I don't see the point.
They don't give us Blade, but instead, here's Wonder Man though.
Mm-hmm.
Like why Chill would be in here saying race bending. Why are you doing this? Why are you changing it to a black guy? So, but we all know that. They had a countdown so you could go back to the Super Bowl. Yes, they did. On Living Color, they had a countdown so you knew how long before you need to go back to
That's
the Super
wild.
Bowl. It's a huge story. If you ever just Google like
I never looked it up.
The Super Bowl halftime in Living Color. It was like 91, 92 or something like that. Yeah.
That's wild.
James
the Wayans
Gunn's
brothers. Sorry, man.
Oh,
but I was saying, like, the Wayans brothers are man, especially in the 90s. They're geniuses with everything they did. The gambles on people they took. It was just
the 90s absolutely belonged to them.
Yeah.
So I'll say this: Keenan Ivory Wayans is probably the greatest like talent person I've ever seen, and he the people that he brought on, the way he made he brought put his family up. Robert Townsend and Keenan Ivory Wayans are like epic in what they've done. All right, they were great in the 90s. Damian Wayans might be the funniest of all the Wayans, but do you remember that he got fired for Saturday Night Live because they weren't putting him on sketches, and then he went out and did something crazy. You don't know what he did. You can check it out. He went and did something crazy, said some things that you weren't supposed to say, and got fired. But Damian Wayans is probably the funniest of all of them.
Yeah.
Marlon is funny. Sean is funny, but no one's like Damon.
No.
Yeah. And they always talk about Damon because he had a club foot. He was born with a club foot, and that's what's always part of his specials. All the time he did comedy, he always talked about that. And I don't know if you guys remember this really short-lived comic or not comic, cartoon called Wayne Head.
Wayne Head.
Wayne. He walked around with the club.
It came on. I want to say it was like Sunday nights. It came on.
Oh man, that's fun. So James Gunn trying his best to hype up DC Studios.
Yeah.
Yep.
He really is. He was at New York Comic Con doing whatever, being the biggest cheerleader he can. That's gonna be great. Like, let's go. Professor says, does anyone remember when we had T'Challa, Luke Cage season 2, Black Lightning all at the same time?
I sure do.
And then the pandemic camp happens, huh? This is before, I think that's the year before, yeah. 2 years? 2 years before? I don't remember when the pandemic happened anymore. It feel like it was a 5-year point in time.
Yeah, it all kind of melts together at this point. All I know is I felt like the main character in Old Boy.
Oh, that's a great one. That's a great one. Mama Bear says, leave my Wonder Man alone. That's the problem. Why are we doing I want Yaya in, a comic book thing. I just don't need him to be Wonder Man.
Yeah.
Stop giving me terrible characters.
Yeah. But I was afraid because I believe he came out before the Wonder Man casting and would say something like, "Oh, I don't do that trash or whatever he called comic book movies." Like it was beneath him, and then he gets casted as Wonder Man. But I was like,
isn't Yaya like in like Aquaman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's Mantis.
Yeah.
Commandos does look very interesting. We're going to check that out very soon. That and Goosebumps are the ones I really want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Goosebumps.
All right. Does anyone remember? Oh, yeah, we said that. Mm-hmm. Keenan and Damon gave Jim Carrey a chance when no one believed in him. Yeah, and they said he was hilarious. Yep. And they didn't care about your color, your race, your creed. They didn't care about nothing. They said, "Are you funny?"
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, even right now, they say he's great, and they love him, and he loves them because he just, they worked together. He knew he was funny. That's all they cared about. I mean, we wouldn't have Jennifer Lopez. We wouldn't have Jamie Foxx.
Mm-hmm.
We just wouldn't have that whole family, everyone. Yeah. Thank you, In Living Color.
Yeah. Real quick, so Yaya said this about comic book movies. He goes, sometimes you gotta know which movie or genre you're in. Something like Aquaman, that's clown work. Aquaman is not the trial of Chicago 7. You got to get over yourself. So comic book movies is clown work.
But you starred in them.
He started both of those.
Yeah, I mean, he says something like Aquaman, that's clown work. So I was like, is that just easy money? I guess he's trying to say. Like, I don't know.
I mean, it's all pretend, right?
It really is. Like Chicago, like the Trial of Chicago 7, great movie. He was great in it, all that stuff. But it's also like, like you said, you're playing pretend. You know what I mean? Like you're pretending to be somebody. It just so happens the person you're pretending to be is somebody real. Yeah. And not a fake, made up person. But yeah,
that's crazy. Whatever, teach their own. I hope Venom Last Dance makes money in the box office. I will be shocked or surprised if it underperforms. I heard it's great too, and I'm excited to go see it too.
I heard it's really good.
Like the best thing that Sony's put out since Spider-Verse. That's why that's good.
The thing that's getting me a little bit more hyped is the creator of Null said he didn't even know they were gonna take his character and put it in a movie. He got to see the movie and he came out and he goes, "It's good." He goes, "It's legit." So,
but they asked him first too, and they said, "Is it okay?" Because they didn't have to. You already own it. Why would you ask me? And they asked him anyway. They did the respect. And then
I thought it was the other way around. They're like they already using it, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to see the movie though?"
I thought the whole thing was that he said that he didn't have to. They didn't have to because they own the character, but they still asked permission and say, "Is this okay for us to use him in this way?" And then they wanted him to show it. So he saw the script before he saw the movie, and then saw it.
Yeah. But he said, he was like, "It's good." So I was like, "Okay." And there's no reason for him to say it's good, because because I know he did say, he goes, "It's not my character to do with what I want," so he's like, they're gonna use it whether I like it or not. So he didn't have to come out and say it was good. He could have said like, "Oh, well, yeah, they used my character," but
I think it's gonna do really good.
Yeah.
Mama Bear says, I will happily watch Yaya as JFK.
That's funny.
See, it doesn't matter. I enjoy his movies. We don't care. I feel you. But it says, In Living Color should still be around. Well, everyone forgets that the season 5 was terrible, but that's because they fired Keenan. Or no, they refused to give Keenan his money. Keenan walked away. And then they still try to do In Living Color. If you also remember, that's also the year that Chris Rock left Saturday Night Live to join In Living Color. But he was under the impression that Keenan Ivory Wayans was going to be the one doing it. And he got there and he was like, "What the hell is everybody at?"
So who was running it that last season?
The studio. It was terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah. Season 5 and Living Color is terrible because they didn't know what they're doing. He is the magic. The magic sauce was Keenan Ivory Wayans. You can't do it without him. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'm guessing if you get rid of him, all his siblings,
the whole family's like,
which is like half of the cast.
So Marlon walked away. He said, I had like $1,600 in the bank, and I had my mortgage payment. My rent was coming due, and it was $1,800. And I walked away because this is what we do. You know, we stick together as a family. So the final boss is here. How's everybody? What's up, Caleb?
What's up, Kyle?
Seeing Tank on the bottom creates a disturbance in the floor. No pity. Oh, gosh, I had to read that. They didn't exactly go as dark as they could have with the Aquaman movies.
They were pretty lighthearted and fluffy for the most part.
I mean, Aquaman sucks, so the character Aquaman, not you know, whatever we do before. Before, when he was blonde hair, blue eye, I didn't want nothing to do with him. He was fish. He was a fish. He was the worst. He was the deep. That's what Aquaman was. He was the deep. Yeah, I recall the last season of Living Color being rough. It was more than rough. And Chris Rock was pissed. He was like, I can't believe I left. Came here to finally be on a black show. And guess what happened? They leave. So they tried to bring it back with Wayne's Kids some years ago. Once again, without Keenan Ivory Wayans, it just does not work.
Yeah. And you got to be willing to go
all
places.
The way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, who remembers Fire Marshal Bill?
Loved Fire Marshal Bill.
Well, not even his where he's like the female warrior.
Oh my God.
I can't think of with the pigtails and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I can't think of it. Like, I don't know if that would fly, but then also it's like I always feel like with some stuff like that, like you got to go full out. So it's almost like it's a parody and it's making fun of itself, and not making fun of either a person or a group of people and stuff like that. So it's when you barely tote that line is when it feels more offensive rather than it being full on, like Homie the Clown, like. Like that's full on, like, but you got to go past that, and I don't know if any studios will even put that on TV now.
I know a couple things that they would never put on TV. Oh my God, from A Living Color.
Yeah, the Jamie Foxx and was it? I think Damien, right? Where they're the movie reviewer.
Yeah, the movie reviewers.
Yeah, that was awesome. I love that.
2 snaps and a kiss. Yeah, you're not going to get
that. Yeah, that was that wasn't that Damon Wayans and David Allen Greer.
David Allen Greer. Yeah,
it was David Allen Greer.
Yeah,
I thought it was Jamie Foxx. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way that will ever go for it.
Oh yeah, modern audiences aren't ready to handle that.
Okay, yeah, that's funny. I mean, Aquaman was dark compared to what it could have been. That's true.
It should have been.
Kevin says Agatha all along. It's made into Nielsen ratings, and not the Penguin show up. Wow, and Nielsen ratings. It's all very shocking. That's crazy. Now I'm gonna run through these real quick because we have to get started.
Yeah, hop into it.
Stop that. Aquaman was dope. Smallville. That was when I knew he was dope. Got you. Let me show you something.
Yeah.
I mean, he was here helping this kid. So. Or when Jim Carrey did Vanilla Ice impersonation was actually very funny.
That one was great.
That was hilarious. How Taking Living Color wasn't my joint back then. I need to rewatch it. I was at the Mad TV. That's 5-6 years between them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Okay.
Imagine like Mad TV times like 2. That was in Living Color.
Especially when it first came out, and it was so unapologetically, urban. Not even just black, but urban. Because you had Puerto Ricans, you had black people, you had New York. That's what you really had. It was crazy. So, I think the segment was called "Raining Men." Yes, it was.
It was. Okay. I don't remember.
It was. Jamie Foxx was LaWanda. Yeah, that wouldn't fly today. With the lips like that. Oh my God. Yeah, Men on Film. That's it. Men on Film. Yes. Yeah. And that was it. So it's all a blur. People get offended about everything now. You can't do any of those type of things now. That's just the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. It's so hard to do something like that now. But again, like I said, you have to go so beyond crossing the line that it's fun. Because none of those characters made fun of like being transgender, or being, anything. It was just like they were just so they were what they were, you know what I mean? They weren't making fun
they
of
made fun of being transgender.
You think so? I never got that,
The men on film. Just listen to them talk about it. I listen to the YouTube interviews with them.
Yeah.
But they said they did it for everyone. They had the Dave Chappelle mindset. Make fun of everybody equally.
Yep.
Go crazy about everybody. Go about black people. Go about white people. Go about everyone. Just go crazy as far as you can. Push the envelope for everyone. That was their mantra. They said it didn't matter who you were. We're going to make fun of you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just be equal. We're going to do it for everyone. That's what Dave Chappelle did in his stuff. We're going to make fun of everyone. Prince. Doesn't matter. They had that one episode where they're just talking about different music. It was like, if you walk around and white people got electric guitar, you start playing it, all of a sudden they're gonna start dancing. And then if you're Mexican, if you had the bongos, all of a sudden, or the electric keyboard or stuff like that, you start dancing. They did that thing. Drums, black people with the drums, they just start dancing no matter what. You just do it randomly. They talked about everyone. I think that's when it's okay. That's when you realize I'm just making a parody talking about everybody instead of trying to, point at one person and say, look what these people do. No, we all do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And also I think it's setting a limit. Once you set a limit, then there's a line to cross. And then once you define a line that can't be crossed, then you start nitpicking other things with like, oh, well, there should be a line here, there should be this, there should be this. And then that's kind of the world we live in now when it comes to extreme comedy.
Yep.
It's hyper focused on one thing all the time, and then because like, oh, we can't talk about that, so we got to talk about this. We can't talk about that, and then it just gets.
And it seems like you're doing it for an agenda, for a specific reason, instead of just talking. And comedy in itself is just offensive, right? So just be offensive to everybody, and you're usually okay. So, all right. We got Creature Commandos up, so let's watch this thing.
Oh, shit. Close the tab I wanted to keep open. All right. Get it ready. Wait, wrong one. Where we at? There we go. You guys ready?
Yep.
It's born ready.
All right, let's do it. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Sting Cramer, Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon, right up here. We're gonna check out the new release trailer from New York Comic Con, the first DCU James Gunn universe kind of project that we're getting. Creature Commandos. We got our first official look. Yeah, let's check it out, and then we'll talk about it.
Here we go.
General Flagg, you found yourself in the middle of an international incident.
Oh, princess.
The United States is in the business of saving the damn world by any means necessary.
What in the holy hell?
Congress said we can't use human prisoners. These assholes aren't human.
Do you understand me now? Who is she?
We call her the Bride.
I was born here.
Who's Jason and the Argonauts?
It's Dr. Phosphorus.
Why are you doing this? It's business. What is that then?
The Weasel. We know it has what it takes to survive. That's Nina Mazursky.
Daddy?
Last one is G.I. Robot.
Cheers to the Tinder. know you all aren't exactly enthusiastic about this mission.
I didn't realize I had a choice.
Baby, you said you wanted me to be a hero. Not like that. With a joy that's hard to hide. Until we find out the truth of what's going on here. We're supposed to be on the same damn team.
G.I.
Friend Nina. And you're bound to see my other side. Shish kebab. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good.
You're always so hyperbolically violent. You need therapy.
Hold on, please don't let me. Hold on, please don't let me. Please don't let me. Please don't let me.
You wanted monsters.
Please don't let me.
You got monsters.
Don't let me. Hold on, please don't let me be misunderstood. Die, Nazi. He's not a Nazi, G.I. Oh, okay.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, that was my first time watching this trailer. Really enjoyed it, actually.
It feels like a James Gunn.
It feels very
Like
James
movie.
Gunn, yeah, for sure. Kind of the same vibe that he brought to the Suicide Squad. Trailer kind of gave me like Dirty Dozen vibes as well, a little bit.
Mhm.
Love the voice actors. I think it's a cool idea that the actors are going to carry over to live action as well. James Gunn has said, which I think is really cool. And yeah, Disney or not Disney. DC very seldom do they miss when it comes to animation. So it's another reason I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's the new DC studio, so it just curious to see the vibes that we're gonna get with some of these movies.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but it definitely seems super violent.
Mhm.
You
Right.
know? Yeah. So, but it also kind of like I know they're different eras of the DC kind of brand, but I'm like it feels a lot like Harley Quinn. Like I think they took of like oh, people really like what happened in Harley Quinn with how violent and mature it is. Like let's kind of take some of that and mash it with what we're doing. So, you know, but I'm digging it a lot. The cast is stacked. You know,
Yeah, the cast is really
Frank
stacked.
Grillo, you know, as Rick Flag Sr., you know, which is interesting. But yeah, you know, Alan Tudyk, David Harbour, you know, Steve Agee, of course, is in it. You know, Zoe Chow, Sean Gunn, of course. So yeah. Viola Davis.
Okay.
Well, what'd you think, Brian?
I don't know. I mean, it had all elements of things that it should work and look good. But yeah, it felt very Suicide Squad-y to me a little, you know. I mean but that's the idea of Creature Commandos, but it just seemed like so much of it was like straight out of the two movies. So like I don't know. I really am gonna have to see, you know. Am I interested? Yeah, it didn't turn me off. I'm not sitting here thinking, I say, oh, that was great. I'm thinking, okay, let's see.
Yeah, it looks fun. It looks fun. Like
Yeah,
I feel
looks
like
like a lot
we're
of
gonna
fun.
we're gonna be like, there's a lot of over the top action, you know, and there's gonna be funny, you know.
Is it going to be as good as Invincible? That's my line for me, and especially if this is started off your DC studios, is it going to be as good as Invincible? And that's my question.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. If it'll reach the level of Invincible,
then why start it off with this? So, you know, I hate to be the party pooper, but I'm just saying, you know. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know why they started off with not a movie and also not live action. You know, so maybe it's just easier to do. I don't know why. You know, but yeah, I'm not hating it right now. It looks cool. Yeah,
I agree. I don't hate it. I'm not sitting there like super hyped. I'm like, okay. Just
like it looks fun. Like it looks like I'm gonna have a good time with it.
Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. It just looks fun. It looks entertaining.
Yeah. Again, like Brian, I'm not super hyped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
like could be great, maybe.
Yeah. Even I don't even need great. I just need like just fun. you know, because Invincible, I do think I get what you're saying. Like that's the standard of comic book animated kind of storytelling. Like it's so effing good. Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna get to that level, but also I don't know if it wants to get to that level. You know.
Yeah. You know.
The characters aren't 8 characters. That's the whole point. But Invincible wasn't like something that was a household name. It was just that it was done so well that it grabbed all the people from the comic books and then everyone else too. And I don't know if this is going to be that, and because the storylines are too similar to things that have already come out.
Well, I don't think it'll necessarily strive to be Invincible.
Isn't it as of right now?
What's that? One more time? I'm sorry.
At the standard right now. I mean, Invincible is kind of the standard right now.
Yeah, but you know, when you're crafting a show or crafting a story, I think the best thing to do is just focus on what you're doing rather than trying to measure up to something that's already out there and just kind of have it be its own animal. And
that sounds good. But it's still Star DC Studios. It's just I don't know. And because I could be totally wrong. We could be here in December 5th talking about it and saying that was the most amazing opening ever. But as of right now, I'm like,
it is kind of James Gunn's trademark, so to speak, to kind of start off with more kind of obscure characters. So this does kind of align with his MO. But yeah, I definitely get that as the official kickoff to the rebooted DC Studios. I understand what you're saying, you know. So,
do I think it'll kill
this would
DC
come out like
Studios?
a couple months? Oh, I'm sorry.
Do I think it'll kill DC Studios? This is not great. No. But I think it will put a monkey wrench in things.
Yeah, that's why it needs to be just at least good. You need to have fun with it, enjoy it. You know, it needs to be good enough where you're tuning in every week. You know what I mean? It doesn't need to be Penguin. You know, it doesn't need to be like something like that level.
Yeah.
You know, it just needs to be like, hey, that was cool. What's gonna happen next week? Yeah. So.
Yeah, I wonder. Maybe they're kind of introducing them now to kind of segue into Superman, because we do know that that Frank Grillo's Rick Flag Sr. is going to show up in the Superman movie. Isn't? Or no, I'm thinking of the Authority, where the engineer's gonna show up, but kind of got ahead of myself there. So you know, for all we know, maybe there's a narrative purpose that this is coming out first. We'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely curious about it. You know, like I said, the DC usually pretty much delivers when it comes to their animated content. So I'm excited.
It ruled animated content since what, 1992?
Yeah.
It's literally ruled all of it. Yeah.
So curious to see how he pulls this off.
Yeah.
I think that's
I like everyone on the cast.
Yeah.
I'm more curious than I am interested.
If
that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah. I mean that could be a good thing. You know, like, hey, what are you gonna do with this weird version of the Suicide Squad that they have? You know, I mean, every group of comic book group always has like, oh, this misfit of characters we're bringing together. You know, Suicide Squad was just the biggest one. You know, the more well-known one. Even before the movie, you know, everyone knew who the Suicide Squad was. You know, so
yeah, but it's not just like this. You know, because there's always a band of misfits, a group like that in every, you know, Marvel all of them. But not when you're using Amanda Waller, Rick Flag. You still using all the same characters, and you're like, hey, same story.
Yeah, we're like, we got Rick Flag's dad. I was like, what? But yeah, like you said, like it is like it feels like a copy and paste, like from at least from James Gunn's Suicide Squad to a certain extent.
But if you make it a great story from there, then it's a home run, right? I mean, it shows that even though you have the story, copy and paste, whatever, you still made it great. Then you know this guy can do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. And also, I mean, you want to say compare it to Invincible. Invincible is great. It doesn't bring in money like something like The Boys. You know what I mean? So like animation has a ceiling. You know, if the ceiling is Invincible, cool. You're not gonna like fund a studio with Invincible only, you know what I mean? You know, so it just needs to be fun. It needs to be good. And I think a lot of people are gonna be curious. I heard it got a lot of like good reception at New York Comic Con, you know, so people were kind of like excited about it. But yeah, so that's our thoughts for Creature Commandos. December 5th, we're getting the official kickoff to the DCU. It's going to be on Max and HBO, all that fun stuff. So make sure you guys leave a comment. Let us know what you think about Creature Commandos. Did you kind of dig in the trailer? Not so much. Let us know. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Come and join us. And once this airs, we're going to be talking every episode. So, especially if it's good, we're really going to be talking about each episode. So make sure you come back and check us out for that. So be part of the Spoiler King crew. If you are live, stick around because we're going to move on to some of the comments you guys are talking about with this one. See what you guys are saying.
Yeah, a lot.
I know.
Them all.
And I'm like scrolling up to look at it. What's up? I think. Oh yeah, this is when we laugh. He said, "Born ready." It's so corny. Here we go. Travis said, "How's it going, guys? Is it just me, or did Frank Grillo sound like Marlon from Finding Nemo?" John Cusack in the trailer. Random. That's funny. I gotta go back and watch now. Listen out for that. Mama Bear. I already knew Mama Bear was gonna be like, Well, at least she goes, man, nah.
No, that looks terrible. That would be the worst thing you said. That looks terrible. Like, oh man, now we're in trouble.
Is old enough to be Joe Kinnaman's dad.
Which is interesting because I think like in real life they're only like 14 years apart.
Really?
Yeah.
That's more than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like 6 or 7.
Right?
Yeah.
Frank Grillo's friggin' badass. So I think one of my goals is to be in that type of shape when I'm pushing 60.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You're 60. You could push 60. Come on.
Tony said looks entertaining. Ace said looks like it might be fun. Xavier saying I'm getting animated Doom Patrol meets Suicide Squad vibes. That's a good way to put it.
That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah. Charles said, I think it may not look as great to some. Is the characters aren't DC enough, feeling like Universal Monster Show over a DC comic book show.
Understandable point.
Yeah, I can see that. But also, I mean, it could be setting up like, hey, DC is more than just your Trinity. You know what I mean? You got some interesting characters.
And you know what? That's
which is important.
That's what I'm excited to see. Lean more into the obscure characters that nobody knows too much about, because the mass audiences probably don't know about a whole lot of DC characters beyond Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And there's a lot more that you can do with this universe. Like we've said time and again, that they kind of had the more superior characters between them and Marvel. Like we've said multiple times, Brian.
Maybe it's me, because I feel like you can always. There's so many more characters. You didn't have to do this. And That's I think that's part of my problem. Maybe I just can't get past that.
Mhm.
That might be what it is. I just can't get past. You didn't have to do this. You could have gone. There's so many DC characters, so many
Mhm.
that why are you doing this rehash instead of doing a new story with something else? But that also might have been strategic because this is what they expect from James Gunn, him
Mhm.
giving stuff that he knows how to do, starting off something he does it well. So maybe that's the reason why you do that, and you gather your fandom. Because once again, we've always said DC's been split, right? So
Mhm.
maybe this animated show gathers the fandom, pushes them all together. We're all going in one direction, and then you start giving us hits, and then you can go to Holy Trinity, and then you can go beyond it. Maybe that's what they're doing. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh man, terrible," because I'm excited for Lanterns. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah. And with this one, I'm really interested with GI Robot. It's such a stupid concept, but I'm like, wait, why is he a bad guy? Because in the clips, you show him like killing Nazis and like celebrating with like,
Yeah, he probably kills everybody.
yeah. So I'm assuming like, oh, everyone's a Nazi. He starts
Yeah,
killing everybody or something stupid. So I'm kind of curious on that. But yeah. Will it be better than Cape Crusader and My Adventures with Superman?
I don't know.
Good question.
Interesting.
My Adventures with Superman is amazing, though. It is so well done. Who would have thought a Sailor Moon transformation style with Superman would be like the hit? It was like if somebody said like, listen, we got Superman, but when he puts his suit on, we're gonna do like Sailor Moon style. I'm like, shut the fuck up, get out of here. No one wants to see that shit. And then meanwhile, it's like one of the best Superman cartoons. It's not as good as My Adventures, or not the original Superman from the 90s.
From the 90s, yeah.
But pretty damn good.
I don't know what you guys think about Cape Crusader, but it was meh.
I started watching it, and then I kind of like, I'd rather watch other stuff.
Yeah.
I
liked it enough.
I finished it. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything that blew my mind.
Because I mean, you and I both like the noir concept of Batman, but
yeah,
it just didn't hit 100% the way it should have.
I get that.
Especially for someone who loves that idea, it just didn't hit for me. Yeah, so
yeah, definitely was not the 90s animated series, that's for sure. But then not a whole lot of it.
Yeah. That's like the holy grail, man. Yeah, but Professor saying yes. Okay. Marbury said could be great, maybe. It's not a great sign for the start of the DCU.
That's my problem, right?
Yeah.
Why are you starting this way? Why are you starting like this though? Like there's no reason to start with this, but I would be more excited if they told me they were starting the DCU or the DC Studios with the Green Lantern series. I would be more excited by that.
But for them, I think that's way more riskier.
Oh, it is because you're not starting with Trinity, and it's not being controlled by animation. You're right.
Yeah. Well, and Green Lantern already has like a bad taste in everyone's mouth from the last movie. So to start off the universe when the last time,
don't be terrible. What? You're starting off this with a Suicide Squad knockoff. I mean, that's what Creature Commandos was, and neither one of the Suicide Squads were anything to write home about either.
Although I did really enjoy the James Gunn one. Well, I absolutely hated the David Ayer one from 2016. I thought it was freaking horrible. But I enjoyed the James Gunn one a lot more. It's a fun watch. I thought
it's a good movie. I think it's better than the other one. I don't think it's a good movie. It's just better.
I liked it. Felt bad for Starro though. That man did nothing wrong. He was floating in space, chilling, just living his best life.
Starro was like the bootleg version of like a Venom symbiote. Well, here Ace got a good one. Ace said, "Gods and Monsters is the first arc, I guess, and he thought they need to introduce the monster part of it.
True.
You know, and it could play into Swamp Thing. You know, when they start doing Swamp Thing, you know, like
I love
imagine
Swamp
like
Thing.
Frankenstein showing up in a Bride of Frankenstein showing up in a Swamp Thing movie. Be interesting.
Yeah, I'm really interested in how they pull off the Swamp Thing movie. They got a great director. I'm still in disbelief that James Mangold is going to be writing and directing.
I mean, Swamp Thing is an awesome character. I mean, the
Yeah.
story of it is dark and gritty. And I mean, you could put the real the real Constantine in it. You could have all those things with Swamp Thing. I mean, Swamp Thing's awesome.
There's a lot you could do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tony said, "I'm just interested in seeing different characters." Well, it's like all these characters I didn't even know that they were part of the DC universe. So, like, they're really, really obscured. Kyle said, "DC animated has been fine. Show us
all the
goodish. You will talk about live action.
Live action.
Man, you must have typed this fast as hell, man. There's no expectations with a project like this. It's very niche. Yeah, it is very niche. Super.
But once again, you're starting DC Studios with something that's niche. That's not necessarily. If I was doing something, I probably wouldn't do it that way. But you know, James Gunn is a much better director than I am at doing anything. So maybe he knows better than I do.
It's a bold move. So
yeah, for sure. Kyle says Suicide Squad was trash. Yes, Gunn's version, and you know, Mom Bear agrees. So, yeah, I had fun with it.
Me too.
I don't think it's trash. I think I didn't enjoy it that much. I don't think it's trash.
Yeah. So I think 2015 will
2025.
be. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was like 2015. 2025 will be Superman Peacemaker 2 season 2. 2026 will be Supergirl, Lanterns, and Waller, or Paradise Lost. Yeah, I can see that. You know, because I know they're. I think they wrapped up shooting for Superman already.
Yeah, I think filming's finished. They're done.
Yeah,
no reshoots. They did it in July, right? Me.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yep, I think you're right.
Yeah. Peacemaker, they're shooting now. Supergirl, I think they're going to get ready to start shooting pretty soon. Lantern, same
January.
thing. Yeah. Lanterns, I heard they're going to start shooting sometime early next year too. And then Waller, I haven't heard too much about, but Waller should be a fairly easy kind of one because they already got their main star, you know. And then Paradise Lost will be kind of interesting what they do with that. But yeah. Travis, I really like James Gunn's movie. Minus the romance subplot with Harley and the general guy. Yeah. Killing Black Flame Boomerang was a bit annoying.
They got rid of Boomerang 5 minutes into the movie.
I was gonna say, yeah. The whole beginning part with the fake Suicide Squad getting all killed. Like that was great. But yeah, that weird thing was kind of
was pretty funny to see Pete Davidson get his entire face blown off.
Reboot Die Hard. Yeah, it'll be The Rock, LOL Gorilla as bad guy. That'd be cool. Man, do you think they'll ever reboot like something like a Die Hard?
They could. I'd hope that they wouldn't. Just because any way you slice it, I don't think there's any topping the original Die Hard.
Yeah,
but they're doing it with everything. They're doing it with stuff that doesn't need to be touched. You know, they rebooted The Crow, and that was like a big nothing burger of a movie.
Yeah.
You know, now they're saying they're rebooting American Psycho. Good luck with that. Yeah, you will never reach the level of Christian Bale in that role. So yeah, the guy who wrote and directed Challengers and Call Me by Your Name and Bones and All is they say he's doing it. I like his work. You know, it's just going to be in no matter what, even if it turns out to be solid, he's going to be in the shadow of the original movie.
Yeah. Yeah, all the time. Yeah, and it's so hard, I think, to reboot like something like Die Hard because like they didn't have cell phones back then. Like things were very much more primitive compared to like now with technology. You know, what I mean, it's like I don't know. It'll be interesting, but I don't think they don't need to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. You want to see a good reboot of Die Hard? There's a whole episode of Rick and Morty. Have you seen that one? Where like no, it's one of the newer ones where they do a Die Hard with aliens, and then Summer never saw the movie, but she's like playing out Die Hard, and she just keeps saying Die Hard all the time. It's really funny.
But
funny. They're playing out the Die Hard story, but she doesn't know it until like the end. So it's pretty funny. Yeah, like that's the only way you could do it is be stupid with it.
And that's on the newest season.
I believe so. I believe it was the newest season. Also, Rick and Morty's got extended 2 more seasons. So
which is
season
insane.
11 and 12. Yeah. Try to skip around so we can get some. Move on to the next topic. Mama Bear said, "League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is one of my favorite movies, and this, in theory, should have been a similar feel. No excitement for me." That's a good comparison. That was a pretty good movie. I liked it a lot. It underperformed and underrated, I think.
It definitely was very tame in comparison to the graphic novel.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it for the most part, if I remember it correctly.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason I could think he's going animated is all these characters would have cost like an arm and a leg for CGI. Like it would have been a fully CGI movie anyway, and then insert Frank Grillo, and then all CGI, So, I mean, maybe it could work because Guardians of the Galaxy, especially like number 3, was all CGI too.
Yep.
With some practical effects in there. But I don't know. Kyle said, Lanterns, they'll be talking about, they'll feel like good or bad. It's not on James Gunn. That's not on James Gunn. The Lantern Show? The Lantern Show is directly going to be on James Gunn. Because him and I can't remember the other guy, they like pretty much wrote what the show is going to be about. And that just came out like I think yesterday. And then the details, but then you get all these great writers and producers and stuff, and they attach that to the Lanterns. Like I have high expectations for this Lantern Show.
I think it's gonna be awesome. I have high expectations too.
Yeah. And that's not even just because I'm a Lantern fan. It's because like the people they have attached to it, are all great. Like people making movies and stuff like that. So but yeah, James Gunn, and I can't think of the other guy's name, but they pretty much wrote like a loose script, of what the show is going to be about. So,
yeah. You guys go ahead. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hang on.
Probably skip around a little bit, and when Brandman comes back, we'll talk Penguin. So I didn't get a chance to see Smile. So if you, I know, bro, I wanted to see it so bad. But if you guys want to do a quick review, just you two.
I mean, he can't be there late tonight.
Yeah,
it's a long wait.
Yeah. And then I was like, hey, I want to be on the show at 9. I want to be at the show at 9, and then damn near 10 o'clock. I was like, really?
I was like, yeah. I had to watch Smile too. Thanks, guys. Thanks to everybody.
Yeah, and I want to see it. I'm probably still going to see it even if we do the review tonight. But Kyle said X-Men 97 raised you guys' taste. Now everything is just okay.
No, I don't think so. I think I think X-Men 97 is in a class by itself. I think Invincible is great. I think a lot of stuff is really good. I think Batman Cape Crusader could have been better. And I think a lot of people agree with me. That's what most people think about it. And I don't think that's not saying anything. I think, once again, this seems like a reboot of I think who said it? Doom Patrol and Suicide Squad. That's what it sounds like. That's exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
So like, not hating on it, just saying that's what it sounds like. I mean, these are two things that we've had recently.
Yeah. There you go. It said Bo DeMayo, X-Men 97, just okay TV show. Rewriting season 2 going to be kid friendly. I don't think so. And I don't think it was just okay. That was a great first season. Especially like they did something that is like very few things can do that. It's like revisiting the series damn near 30 years later, 20 years later, whatever it was, some stupid. So
it's almost 20 years later, and then having the storylines, respecting the comic books, not going shot for shot, but understanding what the meaning was and the feeling behind it, and capturing that was very epic in itself.
Yeah. What was the last episode?
In 97.
Was it 97?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that's why they call it X-Men 97.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
it was in 97.
Yeah, it was 97. So September 20th, 1997. So then that's
27 years.
27 years. Yeah,
it's 24 plus 3.
Yeah. So and they did a great show, or great with it. Season 2, I don't think they're gonna go more kid friendly with it.
They can't. If they do, I mean, that's the part. It's made for adults. It's not made for kids.
Yeah. Even the original one, the original show wasn't made for kids. It was on Fox and it played for kids.
But like, it was made for preteens, teens going into that world.
I see, like teens and stuff like that. But it was definitely not like made for like SpongeBob audience. You know what I mean? It's definitely like, I mean, it's wild. Like, imagine watching Bobby's World, and then like an hour later, X-Men comes on. It's like very different, like audiences
on your tricycle, and then we're talking about killing people, kill all mutants.
But
back Fox Kids back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. And then an hour after that, you had that live action like Mortal Kombat show they had. I can't think of what it was called.
I was thinking Spider-Man.
You remember it was like a live action, and it was like these like guys fought. The daughter of Bruce Lee was like the announcer of it.
WMAC Masters.
Yes.
Yeah, WMAC Masters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That show was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one. I liked that one.
It was awesome. Yeah. That was all like on a Saturday morning. It was insane. Yeah. And then after that, then you got like Golf come on or something stupid.
Golf is not stupid. You're so come on. Hate it. The hate.
I mean, I'll go to the driving range. That's fun.
There's nothing like during that time. That's Tiger Woods' time. Can't say that's stupid. Tiger Woods can't do that.
A little brother loves the DC movies and legit thought Aunt Jemima was Amanda Waller. Stop.
Wow. There's so many things wrong with that problem.
Yeah. See. X-Men felt familiar but refreshing. That is a great way to put it, man.
Yeah.
Great way to put it.
It had very much a throwback vibe, but it actually like advanced the story and was the quality of it, it didn't just bank on nostalgia, which it easily could have did, but thankfully it didn't. And it's got a lot of rewatch value. I still rewatch X-Men 97 all the time.
Yeah. I was watching that not that long ago. Like a few weeks ago. Just I was like, there was nothing really on before like Penguin, before Agatha kind of came on, and I was just like at work, bored of YouTube. Like I've watched everything already, so I'm like, I'm gonna go back and watch X-Men. And then I'm like, fuck, so good. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's been show after show after show. I've been watching all type of TV.
Oh yeah.
TVs and movies.
That's like I want to get into From, but I'm like 3 seasons behind, so I have to like get caught up with season 1 and 2.
I literally watched season 1 and 2 in 8 days.
Nice.
It's that good. It literally is that good.
No, I heard everyone saying like I haven't heard anything really bad about that show. So, but yeah, dude defending golf. Relax.
You're just if you don't know that Tiger Woods came out in 1997 and changed the entire world of golf, then I have nothing else to say to you. There's nothing else I can say. It's like literally he ruled everything from that time on.
Oh yeah.
So there's nothing else I can tell you, bro.
Yeah.
I
really want to say like I think that was the peak golf fandom was Tiger Woods' like peak. You know, when 100%. Tiger Woods played, like people watched golf.
That's the only time that people did watch golf. The purse has changed from 600,000 to 25 million, because of Tiger Woods. There's nothing that I will watch Tiger Woods right now fall apart. So that's my point. You know that there's no questioning that.
Yeah. But I was never into it. It's just weird. It's like it's such a weird sport where you can like go from somebody like Tiger Woods, right? And he like with his like story and his backstory with it, and then like nowadays like one of the dudes, one of the best golfers in the world is somebody named Bubba. You know, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, am I like and it's probably somebody in NASCAR Bubba too, isn't there? So it's like,
but one's black and one's white.
But I was yeah.
How about that?
Is Bubba?
How about that?
I would say Bubba Watson, right?
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh man, but yeah. All right, let's talk about this Penguin stuff. Because Penguin be Emmy nominations next year. Telecasts frontrunner right now to win Best Limited Series. Netflix. Ryan Murphy Menendez brothers. That Ryan Murphy Menendez brothers thing was wild.
I don't need that in my life.
And Erica was watching it and she was like, yeah. So, but yeah, definitely it's going to be up for a bunch of stuff. You can say one thing about defending golf.
4. Okay.
All right.
Tony's hilarious. He says, when golf was on, I knew I missed Power Rangers that day. That's funny because I remember thinking that same thing before I realized what was going on. I'm a little bit older than most of some of these people. So some of you guys know, you know, even though I'm younger than these two people
by like a year.
Exactly,
like less than a year.
First of all, for him, I am 9 months younger than him, and I'm more like 5, 6, 7 months younger than you. How about that?
Yeah. Damn, Brandman's not the youngest.
No, by far. He's the oldest by far.
Jesus, just put all my business out there.
Brian hasn't put it out there. No, I'm the youngest.
By far, I'm the youngest. Yes. Don't let the 6'5", 275 fool you. Don't let his boyish smile and boyish good looks let him think like he's not old. He's old. I don't care. Only thing he heard was I could say he has boyish good looks. That's all he heard.
Oh man, he's an age check. Old enough that we remember 1997. How about that?
we were all 1997. We were all around. We knew what was going on.
Yeah. We remember the shows that came on Saturday morning.
Does anyone remember this one that came on Fox Kids? It was later in Fox Kids. I think it was called like Toonsylvania. Does that ring a bell for anyone?
That sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar.
I don't know. That one randomly popped up in my mind. I think it was after Power Rangers. I think.
No, I remember.
Or no. It was like, after Goosebumps.
I thought it was gonna be after Goosebumps. Exactly. I was like, I feel like because it was like 90. Is this like 90?
It had to be like 97 or 98, one of the two.
Like 98, like nine. Yeah, because I think it's Spider-Man. It was like Spider-Man, Goosebumps, Toonsylvania. I think
that one was short-lived, but I kind of liked it.
Yeah, I 100% remember it. So I can show it real quick. Yeah, I definitely remember.
Oh
that.
yes, yeah,
Definitely remember
Mhm.
that. Yeah, Fox Kids was like that was peak, man. That was so good.
Fox Kids and ABC's One Saturday Morning.
We're talking about TGIF too, man.
Yeah, TGIF
too.
Let's go.
Yeah. Well, then they had Snick. I don't know if you guys, anybody had.
Are You Afraid of the Dark is the greatest thing I've ever watched in my life. I've never been so entertained and scared at the same time.
Yeah, it was
stupid ghost. I'm cold.
It was our answer to Tales from the Crypt. Well, it was Tales from the Crypt while we had Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just love that one. Oh, Are You Afraid of the Dark? I just every weekend ready. Oh, it's Saturday night. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Forget we got all that, and I can go like, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Snick was great. So Fox Kids over Nick and Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network has got some bangers, man. I don't know.
Early Cartoon Network, even like a lot of Cartoon Network, like has bangers, man, throughout the years. Because they like their early stuff was great. Even like early 2000s stuff was great. 2010s was really fun.
I mean, you think of what Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls. I mean, just
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. Yeah. Like, I mean, we can just go on and on, but Cartoon Network did a lot of good things, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man, I'm looking at this. It's September 8th, 1990. We have Bobby's World, Beetlejuice, Tasmania, Batman, Eek the Cat, X-Men, Animaniacs, Power Rangers, The Tick, Goosebumps, Life with Louie. Like, I forgot about Life with Louie.
I remember Life with Louie, yeah.
Yeah, my Beetlejuice thing came in today, so
nice. I like that one.
I gotta put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
I need a new shelf.
Just another one. At that point, you should have just had them like pre-made shelves into the walls.
At this point, you know, I'm more into doing that.
Yeah. Oh man. About time prices. It's still there. You go, Kevin Davis, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, Cartoon Network. Okay.
You gotta be real careful with Nickelodeon because Nickelodeon has some bangers too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Guts.
Whoa.
Guts, yeah, Global Guts.
Guts. Yeah.
What was her name? The referee chick. She was like Australian or something like that.
Yeah, I see her face.
Mo? It was like Mo or
I think it was Mo. I think it was Mo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they had Wild Crazy Kids. I could go on Nickelodeon for a long time. Dare, Double Dare.
Real Monsters.
Real Monsters, yeah.
That was great. They need to redo that. Bring back that. That was an awesome freaking show.
That was a good one.
Doug was like my adolescence.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Rugrats. So Nickelodeon has some bangers. But then I say Cartoon Network's in front of Disney Channel, personally.
Yeah.
That's bad. There's some Disney Channel things that are good. Don't get me wrong. Like Cartoon Network's ish.
Yeah. That's why I want to say, Kevin, I want to say you were born late 1990s. Because if Disney Channel is in your top 3, you were born in 97.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I could be wrong, but yeah. Yeah.
Well, he was either born in 97 or he was there really early. You know, like he was born in like 82.
Mm-hmm.
Because Disney Channel has a lot of good stuff. You remember all the people that used to be in Disney Channel? Come on.
I mean, that Mickey Mouse Club, but I don't remember a lot of good stuff coming out of the Disney Channel.
If you love the Mickey Mouse Club, that would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. There wasn't a lot of things that came out of this channel.
But definitely Disney Channel got bigger like early 2000s and stuff like that. You know. So. All right.
Casey on the cover.
Yeah. We have old men talking about our a childhood, man.
So it was a great era. It
Man,
really was.
Yeah. You know, Tony that shot Cartoon Network in the heart.
Damn him.
Sure did.
Whenever I'm at the Goodwill, I always look for I don't know if I can have one handy. I always look for old animated kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted to tell you. I found a DVD of Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh, bro, you buy that, man. You buy that.
Rocco's Modern Life. I was like, a DVD? This ain't VHS? Dude. Thank you, half price books. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. Like I get every time I see something like this, like I buy these because like they're so hard to get, you know, like Robot Chicken.
Yeah. I have that Robot
like,
Chicken
stuff. Yeah. You know, like it's just, you know, like this one's got Johnny Bravo, Dexter, Courage, and Ed, and Eddie, you know, just on this one, you know. So I'm like, I feel like I gotta save it, you know.
Yeah. Mama had a chicken. Mama had a cow.
Alex Mack was cool though.
Mack was the shit.
So 10-year-old me had like, I had the biggest crush on Larissa Olenek, who played Alex Mack. I had the biggest crush on her.
Yeah,
I think most young boys did.
Yeah.
Alyssa Milano was my first crush, man.
Milano.
That's how old I am. I'm Alyssa Milano old.
I think for me it was Casper era Christina Ricci.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Christina Ricci.
Too.
Yeah. Yeah. Even now, I was like, man.
Oh yeah.
What's the guy crush on Christina Ricci? Yeah.
No.
Topanga.
No one beats Topanga, bro. No one beats Topanga. Topanga got thick and fine. I was like, dude, I would go.
For sure.
Yeah.
Topanga was bad.
Walmart, $15, dude. That's one. They said Walmart. That's 100% a pickup.
You're lying to me. If I go, I'm looking at it right now. I don't care for the middle of the show because I will.
So there's
immediately.
So I have a 2-year-old now. So we watch a lot of PBS. Right. There's a show called something Luna on PBS. You know, and it's the moon, and they like travel the world in different cultures and stuff like that. But the animation, I remember looking at it, I'm like, that looks like Rocco. Like, and then I found out it's the same animators who did Rocco is doing Let's Go Luna. And I'm like, that's why I love it so much, because I'm like, I see Rocco, you know, and
$21.50.
That's a buy. I might buy that. I have the Walmart app. I might buy that because Rocco is so good. I even like the rebooted movie they did not too long ago. You know, I thought that was pretty fun. Yeah.
I just added Cat Dog, Rugrats, and Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah. So there you go. $17 on deep discount.
20 on Amazon.
Yeah. Feeny. All right, we got sidetracked.
Yeah, and I might have to sign off eily because I have to get up like super early in the morning.
Okay.
But yeah,
that's Johnny Bravo and Ed and Eddie.
Yeah. We'll do the Penguin, and then we'll see where we're at.
We'll kick you out after this Penguin, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, because I didn't see Smile, but we can. Well, Brian might have a long day then tomorrow, because after Penn and Grizzly, we can jump on and record.
So, cause I'm starting at 7:30 with
Anzo.
That's all right. You know me. If I'm around, I'll do it.
Yeah. So we'll see how you feel at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
It'll just be like tonight. It'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, real quick, you say give us Gargo's complete series.
I have it. I had to search for part 2 of season 1. That was really hard.
So I think each season is broken up into 2 parts. And I remember we were talking about this a while ago. One of the parts I think it was the one you're
Part
looking
2,
for, right?
season
Part
1.
is crazy expensive and super hard to find.
Mhm.
So if you can, it's like online and it's like $80
Yep.
for a half a season.
Yep.
And it was like, what? For a half a season, it's like $80. I don't know why, but just that part is super expensive. I'm assuming they probably didn't make that many. But yeah.
I would love to tell you, like, hey, no, I got on a good discount. No, I paid $80 for it, honestly. To be honest with you, this is what I did. I love it.
Yeah, because I got a few. I don't have the complete series. I have I think I have part 1 of season 1. I think I have part 2 of season 2,
Mhm.
and I think I might have something in season 3. But yeah, I don't remember. Or I know I have 3 discs, or 3 boxes, I should say. But yeah, that one I ain't paying $80 not right now.
I did.
Yeah, there's no way in hell.
Yeah.
Well, I just do it because
yeah.
I have problems.
Yeah. So, man, look at it real quick. Winter of 1997 on Fox. We had Mr. Men, Tex Avery, Extreme Ghostbusters, Casper, 101 Dalmatians, DuckTales. Yeah, that's weekday mornings. And the afternoons you had the Mighty Duck Show was sick. The Quack
I
Pack,
loved that one.
It was so good.
No, I don't like the movies.
You didn't like the animated
I
show?
don't like the movies.
I loved the animated.
I love the
series.
animated.
It was
Yeah,
so fun.
It's because I love the movies so much. That was the problem.
I mean, they have nothing to do. They were
Yeah,
alien ducks.
I
know.
really
I've seen
compare the two.
Yeah.
So there's 5 discs.
There's 5. Okay, I only got 3 of them.
It was only season 1 and season 2.
Okay,
it's 5 discs.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, wait, there wasn't a season 3. But yeah, I know they split it into different parts, and one of the parts is stupid expensive for a DVD, right? I don't even think it's not even Blu-ray, right?
It was a DVD disc. Yes,
for $80. Yeah. So, all right. Let's talk about this. And we got Sheed. What's up?
What up, Sheed?
All right, let's talk about this Penguin episode. Before we do, I know it was episode 5.
Yes.
What was it called? I think it had like one word title.
I know it had title. I just said the Penguin episode 5. Falcone is dead. I think it is.
Oh, it's a Homecoming.
Oh, it's Homecoming. You're right. Homecoming. Because that makes sense.
All right, cool. Let's talk about this one. I made damn sure I watched this episode before.
Oh, yeah.
Like I either had to pick a Smile or this. So, all right, let's talk about it. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're talking episode 5, The Penguin, titled Homecoming. We get all the fallout of the Falcone family massacre, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, everything that happened after that. But we'll start with Brandman. What you think about this episode, man?
It was tense. I think this show does really good with tension. This one probably being the most tense thus far. I like how they're adding stakes upon stakes on this show because it really keeps me on my feet and invested in that regard. And speaking of investment, I love how this show's just making you root for villains and trying to see and like waiting to see who comes out on top. That's how invested we are and how fleshed out the character of Oz is, because we know this is a bad dude. But
yeah,
I think they've done very well at making him engaging, and we can't we can't sing the praises of Kristen Milioti enough.
I know. Man.
Like she's almost stealing the show. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it really has me waiting to see what happens, not only in the next episode, but what it's going to mean for, you know, whatever happens beyond this show, for be it the Batman Part 2, or if we get other spin-off series, you know, they're working very meticulously and so well at just crafting this universe, this Elseworlds universe of Batman. You know, I'm just as engaged watching this as I am watching the character of Batman himself. So I'd love to see where they go further with this. It's just really incredible and just keeps me glued to my screen.
Yeah, it really does. What about you, Brian? What do you think about this episode?
The characters are so good. Oz, this was the episode you saw how dark Oz really was. Really, you know, because you saw when he put the what's it, Marconi's the kid on fire. Doused him, doused him in oil and fuel, lit him on fire, killed both him and his mother, both lit him on fire, and the way the sinister look on his face, that showed a lot, right? And then you saw him get crushed, you know, when everything he was trying to do kind of fell apart, you know, between the mushrooms and all that stuff. And then he tries to go to his girl, and she's like, she seems like she loves him, right? But she basically said, "I'm not going with you. I'm gonna do my own thing. So you out." So he's looking for this place to be open or to be vulnerable, and she shuts him down. So what does he do? Well, any grown man will do: run to his mama. Even though that was very weird.
I didn't even think about that. That's funny.
But it was very weird for him to get in bed with his mom and hold her out like that. I was like, this is very cringy. But even then, so he's like, "Mom, tell me it's okay." And she was like, "What kind of grown man can't take care of his mama? What's wrong with you? You got me back in the same place we used to be." So once again, that's emotional damage when you're looking for someone to tell you it's all right.
Yep.
And they're like, "You're terrible at what you're doing. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be providing, and you are effing up." So that's another place where he got kind of this emotional damage. And then I thought it was really interesting that, you know, he finding that little token and going underground and all that happened with him. So his story this episode was very entertaining, very engaging. And then oh my God, Sophia is so dark now, and you see the dimension, like demented character, but it was almost anti-Joker and Harley Quinn with her and her doctor. It was like the exact, you know, the woman with a guy. It's almost exact thing switched up. And I thought that was very entertaining that they're doing that, and it made perfect sense. And they're just being very smart about the writing on the show. And you know, I know I agree with you guys. It's not really a slow burn. It's just things are happening. It's not like pushing the narrative, but there's so much going on because you develop these characters so well.
Yeah, definitely not a slow burn. You know, the show moves very steadily, which is good.
I don't get how people are calling it like a slow burn. Like, just because like there's not nonstop action doesn't mean it's a slow burn.
It's a lot of crap going on every time you turn around.
Yeah.
And they're handling a multitude of characters, you know, at once, which you can't really do a slow burn in that regard. Like I said, it moves at a steady pace, I'd say, if I had to characterize it.
Yeah. I think that's fair. You know, it's been steady from the first episode, you know, and it just keeps building, you know, and that's the kind of the thing I was worried about. I was like, we're introducing another family, and I'm like, how diluted is all this going to become? And it never really did. It always felt like organic. Everything felt like natural, like oh, this is what would happen, this is what he would do, and stuff like that, you know. So, but even the first thing I thought when this episode, because I know Brian said like oh, you're gonna have the three bosses, and then everything happened. I'm like, well, there went that, but then
go out the window now.
But then we get you know, Sterling K. Brown's character, which is the head of was it Sal? Salvatore Maroni.
Maroni,
He survives, which is wild, and I'm like, oh, okay, but
Clancy Brown, right?
did I say it was 30K Brown?
Yeah, I was like,
I'm thinking Green Lanterns. That's John Stewart. That should have been John Stewart.
You should be Clancy.
Yeah, Clancy Brown. Being he's Salvatore Maroni, but he hasn't been shown a lot in this show so far, but the little bit he has was like, okay, but now he's definitely more involved. I feel like for the last couple episodes, but Sophia is still gonna be the leader of that. She's like, oh, let's merge our families. He goes, oh, I don't trust the Falcon. Yeah. She goes, well, I'm not one no more. Yeah. I forgot what she her maiden name is.
Gigante. Yeah.
Yeah, which is, I believe, her mother's maiden
name. Which in the comic book, I feel like her name is Sophia Falcone Gigante. Like, I thought that she married into the Gigante family. That's what I think is in the comic book. And then this thing is different because that's saying that her mother's maiden name. But that was a really good, interesting twist.
Yeah, to do it. Oh man, even when she wound up getting Vidi or whatever, Vivi.
Yeah. Oh man,
Vidi. Yeah. Because she's kept them, and then he had the thing. He goes, I can help you the way I couldn't help your mom, and blah blah blah. I was like, oh, like that's good. I'm like, he's definitely a guy that knows what to say. But then she just used him, like, because that's what it was. She used him to show like this family's done, and to prove it, here's the last part of the family. Boom, it was like, damn. Like,
I don't know. Did she use him, or did he just keep on stepping over his bounds? Once again, trying to put her in a box, tell her what she can and cannot be.
Yeah, I think that was both.
That was a test. I think it was a test. I'm going to let you live. This is a test for you, and he could still did the same thing. He was like, once again, trying to put her as like, you're just a little woman. I'm going to keep you in this box. I'm telling you what you can and cannot do. And she said, I'm tired of you telling me what I cannot do. Pow, done.
Yeah,
you're dead.
Yeah,
in front of everybody, but that definitely got her point across.
Yeah,
you want to be part of this family? Come be part of this family. The old guard is dead.
Yeah, because I mean, one is like she's like giving money away, and for somebody that was his level wasn't used to that. It's like no, we're the made men. We're the high ups. We keep all the money. And she's like, nah. We're all in this together, kind of thing. But I thought that was wild. She just like, oh, like, damn.
She opened up the bag and put all that money in the blood.
In the pool of blood.
In the pool of blood. And people were grabbing the money out of the blood. Like, oh, well.
I was a little irked by that.
Yeah. That was, oh man. But yeah, everything about this show it keeps getting better and better and better. Even like Victor is more like I got you. Like I'm not gonna fail you kind of attitude. And it's just, man, it's gonna bite him in the ass, I think. And then us as the fans and the viewers are gonna be like, they didn't have to kill Victor. I feel that's how it's gonna turn out. I was like, no, not him.
That's how we're gonna turn on Oz.
On Oz, yeah, because he somehow it's gonna be his fault, or he purposely threw him under the bus to save his ass. Yeah,
or Victor was there just and didn't protect his mother, and then he just allows him to die.
Blames him. Because he does have that short temper. We saw that many times already. So finds out like, hey, you said you got this, you didn't get it. And then kills Victor. Man, it's gonna suck either way. It's gonna suck either way because I'm really liking Victor, but yeah. But I like to have their little lair. It looked cool. A little underground lair kind of thing. It
almost reminded me of the approach to the Batcave that they're doing in this universe.
So Dark Movies actually said in our little group saying that's the same tunnel where the Batcave is. It's the same way you enter. It's the same exact tunnel.
They use the old trolley things. Yeah.
Yep. It's exactly the same tunnel that the Batcave is. So they're literally just writing the same thing. If he only knew that.
Yeah. So But yeah, I thought that was cool. Although part of me was like, I kind of wished it was an abandoned zoo. like just to be like the old Batman Returns movie. It's like I want to see him become the Penguin. Like right now it's just a weird title. Like I want to see him like
it was just a penguin because he waddled like him. That's all.
I know. Like I want to see the monocle or the top hat, the umbrella. Like if you give us a yellow umbrella, like that serves fans on multiple levels. Like you give us the Penguin reference, you give us the How I Met Your Mother reference. Like there has to be a yellow umbrella on this show.
Yeah,
like
something, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean it's not the Penguin that we think of when we think of the Penguin. You know, he's not the guy with all the umbrellas that has all the weird umbrella, shooters and gas things and stuff like that. But it's definitely like he's a full on mobster.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, definitely a more grounded take.
Yeah,
exactly, a grounded thing. That's what it is.
Yeah. So a little camp would be nice. I grew up here. A little camp, but I get you want to stay away from stuff like that too. When it comes to something when you're grounded, camp might feel a little cringe if not done properly. But yeah, I was super from the second this episode started until it ended, just so invested in it. With the mushrooms and everything. Because everything has a consequence to it. Like he set the son and the mother on fire. By doing that, he set off the fire alarms, so they set off that, and that I didn't even think about it. I'm like, oh yeah, that would have messed up the mushrooms. Also, I don't know why the mushrooms are just in the back of a pickup truck. Like, oh hey, here's this really hard drug that you can get really fucked up on. This is put in the back of a pickup truck.
Just exposed to all the elements, right?
Yeah. It was like at least like some kind of box truck, so like the box is separate from the cab, or
but too good. But they are temperature control. I mean, think about it. That's what happens with a lot of mushrooms. So it's cool that he found it under the ground in a damp, moist place where you can grow as many of those mushrooms as you need. All you gotta do is find a chemist to keep it the right way and keep it going. Now you can grow his empire. That's gonna be interesting going forward.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna be two families against him. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, but the thing is, like the Falcons are all gone, so it's just her. But I mean, granted, she's still using all the Falcons,
goons and everything,
goons and stuff.
And,
money,
all the underlings. Yeah.
Just different name basically, but all the high ups are gone. And then with the Maronis, like his family's gone. Like it's just him now. So it's like
his
legit
family,
just
but I think there's still other people
like
looking out for him and stuff like that. There's other Maronis.
Yeah. But at least for them, like their immediate family, like their advisors, of the family, because his wife was the one always next to him, and she's gone, so so now you have these two people that are just broken, and like void of like families coming together to create a new family kind of thing. So it makes it simpler, I guess, for Penguin, because he's like, hey, I only gotta go after one of you guys now because you guys are together. But yeah,
I agree. That's just crazy.
What you guys in chat are saying real quick. Mom Bear says, you're not gonna have the drugs run
shotgun, especially hallucinogenic.
No, yeah.
Get your arm around it. Like, come on.
Hit a bump and just all the dust spores pop off.
Then you like half baked and you're flying through the rest of the world.
Yeah. Mom said they didn't call it no. Don't matter if they're a fun guy. Oh, Jesus. They didn't call it don't matter if they're a fun guy. Because it's a mushroom.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have my little rim shot sound effect. Professor saying it's way too interesting to be a slow burn.
Agreed.
Exactly. And A said in the comics, she doesn't marry into the Marone family.
She marries into the Giganti family.
Oh,
she marries.
She
marries Rocco Giganti. I remember that.
Yeah.
And
There
then
you
she
go.
kills him.
Fun guy. Yes.
Fun guy. Oh my god.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, so Variety came out earlier today with the episode 5. It hit a series high, 1.8 million viewers. That's wild. On like a Sunday night. I mean, that's Sunday night is like what's on HBO kind of night, right? I mean,
It's football for me. But yeah.
oh, no, I was gonna say, is football over? No, it's like in the fourth quarter, maybe going into the fourth quarter, like when
So Sunday night
when it
football
shows
starts
up
at 7:20. So it
Yeah.
probably is on until 10 almost.
at 10ish.
Mhm.
Yeah, because this comes on at 9, right? I think
Come on, or it's released or whatever.
streams, yeah, whatever. At like a 9.
I think it's 8
But-
Eastern. Isn't it
Is
8?
it 8? Well, 9 Central, I think. I don't know. I never really watch it as it gets released. I have to wait until Monday to watch it. But
Mhm.
yeah. But it's getting crazy viewers. So I'm always curious to see after, because that's 1.8. Like I believe watched it as it got released.
Which is crazy
Yeah.
if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 9 Eastern,
Sunday.
8 Central.
8 Central.
It's
Oh
not-
damn.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So it keeps increasing. It keeps getting more and more views. I wouldn't be surprised by the end of this show. We're over 2 million. I mean, we're almost there already.
Oh yeah, we'll
You know.
get there. Yeah,
She'd say the same thing. It's football for
that's
me.
football. For me, yeah. Especially because it's streaming. I could just go to Max as soon as football's over and say, click, let's go.
Yeah. They should have pushed it to 10
That makes sense because then football's ending.
as soon as football's over.
And you're not competing, but it did 1.8 competing with football.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I mean, yeah, they're saying like each episode, it increases, 6%, 18%, 17%, yeah. So it's definitely a show that people are watching. A lot of people are talking about it. Episode 1 just crossed 14.2 million viewers by Sunday. So this past Sunday, when episode 5 came out, episode 1 got over 14 million views because people are starting to watch it now. They're going back, starting to get caught up and seeing what the big fuss is all about. But yeah, it's definitely a good show. We're definitely all interested in where it all goes. Sophia, Christina Milzer, what's her name? What's her last name? The Sophia chick.
Gigante?
No, her real name, the real person.
Oh. What's her? I don't know.
Brandman, what's her name? Sophia's real name.
Krista Milioti. Yeah.
Milioti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's definitely getting an Emmy nomination.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. 100%. She is, and Colin Farrell's getting an Emmy, like nominate at least a nomination, for sure. So
You should just get one just from standing in and all that makeup.
Yeah.
right. Emmy for dealing with so much prosthetics.
I'm still trying to process the fact that that's him.
Yeah.
I'll never not be amazed at that.
No,
The makeup department deserves every single award.
They deserve the Emmy. That makeup, wardrobe department, 100% deserves an Emmy for
Like
that.
that's just incredible.
Yeah, and it looks so real. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like fake. It looks like dude really got into some shit. The big scar across his face.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's only like a little bit of Colin Farrell himself that I can see in this role. And even then, it's still pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Like just the way that he's immersed himself into the character is incredible.
There's even things like the costume department's done. Sophia, the scars on her arm.
Yeah.
The scars, like the shoulder, the seat, all those things. That's detail. That's amazing. And it just looked unbelievable.
Yeah, but it looks good. It makes sense with the character, especially now she's showing it off. Because she's not afraid on who she is now. Like little things like that just make the show like so much better.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but yeah, definitely digging in. But that's our thoughts for this last episode of Penguin. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about this episode. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Any theories? We only got 3 episodes left, so we want to hear any theories that you guys might have about it. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Come and join us every Monday when we talk about the newest episode. But we appreciate everyone coming in on the replay. And if you are watching live, stick around because we're gonna fish things up for the night. All right. I don't know if you want to take off or you want.
Yeah, I need to get to bed because I need to. I plan to get up really early and just be out the door ASAP.
Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff to do. So go ahead, man.
Yeah, I got time this week, but
yeah,
my goal is to get through it in one piece. So I will bid you guys adieu tonight. Everyone who tuned in, thank you. It's always a pleasure. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Cool, man.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good luck, man.
Good night.
Right, thank you. Bye-bye.
On that note, I'm bringing up Goosebumps.
We watch it. He said One Piece. I am fully caught up with One Piece. It really sucks for me because I went 1,100 episodes with the dubs. The last 30 or so episodes, like all the new the things that are getting released like now, are not dubbed. They're still subtitled. So going and hearing Luffy for 1,100 episodes, hearing him a certain way, hearing all these characters a certain way, and then all of a sudden you're like, all right, you're caught up to a point where we're not doing the dubs yet. So I have to read it, and it kind of it throws me off. You know what I mean?
Taking the joy out of it. That's what it sounds like.
No. But it's also like
I watched One Piece. You might have went and watched Smile too, and we might have got some of his other stuff.
Oh man, I've been caught up on One Piece for like weeks now.
That's terrible.
I'm probably like 3 episodes behind right now. So I'm not fully caught up. So I'm like 3 episodes behind. But now it's like I can't watch it when I'm doing the dishes. I can't watch it while I'm like taking a shower. I just can't listen to it. So now I have So it kind of throws a little wrench in my gear with it. But man, holy shit, it is so good. It is still so good. There's I don't want to spoil it, but there's a fight that happens, later on in an arc, and it kind of brings Luffy up to another level, and it's a great fight, right? Really good fight. And for years, I guess fans, I didn't know because for me it's like it was like 700 episodes ago. But for like years, fans were like, they want to see these guys fight again, and they fight again finally. And I don't want to spoil it, but it was not what I expected, but I loved it at the same time. You know what I mean? Like
Luffy just went and slapped him, and then it was over.
Kinda.
Yeah,
it was so good though. It was just like I'm like, oh yes, like they get the rematch. Meanwhile, this guy was training for Luffy at this level. Meanwhile, Luffy is like 5 levels ahead of that. So it's like what? I trained years to beat you at this level, and he's like what?
Yeah. Dude,
I'm a god now.
Super Saiyan 5 now. What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah. So but it is, man. It's so effing good. It is really good. And I think was it yesterday? Recently, it was the 25th anniversary for One Piece.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I was like, that's crazy that I just started watching this thing. And it came out 25 years ago.
Only in 1999.
Yeah. But also like anybody who wants to watch One Piece but is afraid of 1,100 plus episodes, they're doing the One Piece. And it's going to be a very much condensed, newer animation. So you get nice, pretty animation. And they tell the story without all the filler. So it's like just straight story, So like an arc that was like 200 episodes is going to be like 50 episodes or less. You know,
That's still a
stuff
lot.
like that. It flies though, man. It flies. Because like in one day, because you got to figure you're telling 200 episodes. Because the one I think I was watching was because they released the list. There's an arc, and I think it was like 120, 130 episodes. They're bringing it down to like 23 episodes. You know, and I was like, I get because that was like not a good arc for me. You know,
but if it's 23 of 30-minute episodes, that's still a lot of commitment.
That's like 20-minute episodes because
it's still a lot of commitment. That's
nah,
three episodes an hour. So
yeah.
3 times 23, 24 is what, 8. So that's 8 hours. You're still doing.
That's not bad.
And that's only one arc.
Yeah.
So like you're literally man, you're still talking about.
Oh, with the new one, you can get it done in like
6 weeks. Like,
yeah, you can get, with the newer one, the way it looks like it's planned, you can get it done in like a month.
But I literally talked about From. You said you can't do From, and I did it in 8 days. Like, and that's without me watching it nonstop. And you can't do that, but you want to watch 3,000 episodes of One Piece. That is whatever. You go.
Once I'm like hooked on it, then I'm like hooked on it. So that's why, like, I know once I watch From, like, I'm gonna be like, same thing. You know, I'm gonna watch it all.
But it won't take
like a day.
like 6 months of your life.
It took a year. It took a year. It took me a year because I started watching after the live action ended. And it was about in September of last year when I started watching One Piece. And I gave breaks. I gave a lot of breaks. You know, there was like after arc, I'm like, all right, I gotta take a break because there's only so much, you know.
There's no way. Like literally, I'm telling you, start watching From, you will be done this next week, this time. You'll be done. I can't, I don't put a year into nothing.
Yeah, so you gotta figure like an arc is like a season, you know. Nah, dude, you watch. It's so good. It's hands down. It is hands down my favorite anime. Like I know it sounds stupid. It is my favorite. It is my
First
favorite.
of all, I don't care what anyone says. Dragon Ball is better. Naruto. I love Naruto and Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z, not Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z.
One Piece is better than Naruto because Naruto was kind of at some points. But Naruto was also
I wouldn't catch up to any of it. I would never go and say I gotta watch 3,000 episodes. Never.
I mean, like I think Naruto has like over
more
800 episodes. No, just Naruto. Yeah. I mean, same with Bleach. Bleach has a bunch of Bleach. I think Bleach has more. Anime, yeah. Naruto has over 1,000 episodes too.
So it's 1,100. That's why.
Yeah.
But also when we say go ahead and watch all 1,100 episodes, I'll say no. Because you really don't even need all of them. Because a lot of them are just filler.
Yeah, but that's why I said wait until the One Piece drops, and then I think it'll be way more palatable, you know, because then they're not going to release it all at once. They're going to release it at a time, so now you can watch it as it gets released. You know what I mean? Rather than here's the entire 15 seasons at once, which is a lot. You know,
I wouldn't even tell you guys to go start watching Supernatural from season 1. I wouldn't do it. And that's a lot less episodes.
Yeah.
There's a lot less episodes.
Yeah. Like there's a thing that I looked up that I think my sister's boyfriend had told me of here's the list of One Piece stuff that you can watch, and here's the list of all the episodes you can skip. You know what I mean? So you kind of like go through things, but I'm such a completionist. I was like, nah, I'm watching all of it. But it is a lot of filler, man. I can't even lie. If you ever seen those memes of like, oh, this is me watching One Piece, and it's like 2 guys walking up to each other, like, and it's just nonstop. Like, even it looks like they're right in front of each other. They're still walking in front of each other. Like, that is legit. That is legit what it is. And then it's like, to be continued. There's a lot of that, but but it's funny.
So you should watch Supernatural from the start. I've watched it like 15 times from the start.
Yeah, but you could probably skip. You could probably legit start at season 3, maybe
For Supernatural or for One Piece?
Supernatural.
You could watch.
You don't need to
the
watch
first
season
season.
one.
You need to watch the first season because you need to understand what is the monster of the week. Then you need to understand that the arc was Sam and him with the demon blood and having demon blood in him, and that he's supposed to lead Hell's army. That's a big part of it. And after that, you really just need to get past the I hate you, I love you, I hate you, I love you, I hate you, I love you, until they become men in letters. After that, they not I just keep going through.
And the men in letters is when it picked up again.
Yeah,
that's when it was. But yeah, I think Supernatural season 1 you can probably skip because the blood thing never turned into anything. You know,
it did. No, it went through. Aldous Hodge was in that episode when they had all the main people who had the same that had the power to lead the army. Aldous Hodge was the military man in that episode. There was like 7 of them in the house, and they had to kill each other. And it would be, and at the end, there was Aldous Hodge against Sam Winchester. Awesome! It was an awesome episode.
Yeah, I mean, it was super. It was awesome. Yeah. I forgot about it. I forgot. I didn't even know that was Aldous Hodge. I didn't really. I mean, I haven't seen.
I've been a fan
the
for a
early
long
season
time.
for a while now. Well, because on like TBS, every time I'm on TBS or TNT, whatever station plays it all the time, it's usually the Men of Letters kind of stuff. You know, they're in the bunker already.
They're
usually
on season,
or it's like season like 1,
2, or 3 right now.
Yeah,
season like 2 or 3 right now. Yeah, I watch it so often. That's terrible.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch this Goosebumps.
Yeah. He was all about to say sounds a lot like filler. There's a lot of filler, but that's all anime. That's all anime. Dragon Ball Z has a shit ton of filler too.
Dragon Ball Z has 3 seasons of filler.
Yeah. Like, that's all anime. That's all anime. Yeah. There's like one whole episode of him just like before he turned Super Saiyan the first time. It was like 3 episodes of him just sitting there like
trying to figure it out.
The whole like world exploded behind him. Keeps remembering Krillin dying. Yeah.
It was. I remember. I was always interested.
It was great. I loved it though.
What was that? I was interested in Elva. Like, I understand why he can't get it. And then next, you know, he's on power. He's on level 3, level 5. He's like undefeated, unbeatable.
Well, that's the thing. I think once you're a fan and you're in something and you're in it like deep, like something like that, it doesn't seem like filler at the time. But then you go back and look at it, you're like, oh yeah, no, that was a shit ton of filler. like I mean,
nothing to the story at all.
Yeah, you know, like you could have skipped a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's why like Dragon Ball Z Kai was really good because it skips a lot of the filler. You know, and it updates the animation. Although I don't think they ever finished it though. I don't think they ever finished Kai.
The blood thing started off all the cycles of resurrecting each other, going to hell, coming back from hell, going to purgatory, come back from purgatory, losing your soul, you know, coming to get it back, Cass putting the soul back into Sam. Yeah, it's all that craziness. Yeah. I don't even realize how much I know about it.
You watch it all the time. Yeah,
it's like it's just even it's second nature. I still watch the same episodes. I watch the same ones, sitting there and get caught into the episode. And I'm like, man, I just sat here for another hour.
Exactly, man. That's what happens with One Piece. Who I forgot. I think I was telling Kenny.
I know what's going on. That's the difference.
Well, yeah, I know that's even crazier. It's like you don't have to watch it because you already know what's happening. Because Kenny was like, "Oh, I could do like an episode or 2 a day." I was like, "You say that? That's what I said." And then next thing you know, I'm like 10 episodes in. Like,
but I couldn't do that after like 7 days. I will probably stop.
Yeah, that's why after each arc, I stopped because I was like, because it takes a lot, man. I know it sounds like crazy and weird, but I'm like, it takes a lot because like you're just there and you're like, okay, I need a break, you know. And I would take a couple weeks off and then start the next arc because then it's just repeat itself, you know, in a new place with a new bad guy, same shit though, you know.
That's why I don't think I can enjoy because it's too much. If I was watching it, I was just going along maybe, but now I'm not
Yeah.
trying to catch up. Now it's just too much for me. I will be done. I was like, yeah, I'm tired of watching it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When the One Piece comes out, I think that'll be a good starting point for a lot of people.
I don't know if I could watch Star Trek: The Next Generation again from episode 1 all the way through, like without skipping some of the episodes. Like I already know what's happening. Supernatural, I can. So, all right, let's get this thing.
Yeah, let's watch this and then we'll call it a night. Oh, for real?
There we go.
Yeah, that works. I don't think with the sometimes with the new layout things.
Yeah,
like, no, you said you wanted it here. I was like, okay. Subscribe. All right. I haven't seen this. I heard good things about it. I heard they're like, oh, it looks good. Blah, blah,
It's
blah,
like
blah.
a combination of 2 books.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I think Brandman posted something on Facebook about it. So, all right, cool. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Sting Kramer with Brian the Grizzly, and we're gonna check out the new Goosebumps trailer. I believe what Disney Plus. It's gonna be
Disney Plus, Hulu,
coming
Disney
out
Plus.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you gotta say that because they're all one company.
Exactly.
But yeah, some more Goosebumps, which I'm always down for. I haven't seen
Literally
this one,
the only reason I read today. This is it.
Yeah, it really is. Also, shout out to Secret Galaxy because I love those guys. They just did a backstory of all the Goosebumps, like history of Goosebumps kind of stuff. So super cool episode of that. But yeah, love Goosebumps.
All right, let's watch this one. See how it is.
Yep.
Hey guys.
Hey, Dad.
I want you to have a really fun and also safe summer out here. I only have one rule. Stay out of the basement.
What do you got in the basement?
Did you guys know that
Devil and Cece's uncle was one of the kids that went missing in 1994?
We finally processed the request.
Only took you 30 years.
What is that?
My brother's clothes from the night he died.
They were killed by ghosts.
No, nobody knows what happened.
Yo, check this out.
What the hell is this?
Dad! Not a good time, Kevin! Holy crap! There's something in my arm!
Oh.
Hey, what kind of plant should you always watch out for? An ambush.
Oh my god.
What's going on with that?
I don't know.
Trey, your car, it's in my driveway again. Trespassing.
Yo, what are you doing? Are you out of your mind?
It's a distinct possibility. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, you're dead now.
Things have been happening that are not normal.
Trey's missing.
The kid's missing. Sound familiar?
Dad's behind all the crazy stuff happening.
We don't know for sure that he is.
I'm not controlling a car. I don't know if I want to be down here. You don't have a kid in your basement, do you?
No, that would be... No. Are you okay? Who knows how kids get these ideas? Too many horror shows on TV, I say.
Dude, that's epic.
That looks really good, man. That looks really good. The Vanishing.
I'm totally digging that. That looks so good. Oh my goodness.
So is this gonna be like a show, or is it gonna be it's gotta be a weekly series, right?
It has to be a series, yeah.
Yeah, because that seems like a lot. Be just a movie.
Because I think last year was a series, so this has to be like season 2 of Goosebumps, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yeah,
looks
it's in the
so
series.
good though. I'm like, I
Yeah,
mean,
that looks a lot of fun.
quality of it. David Schwimmer is a great actor. You bringing people in that's well known.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's that? Because that's Stay Out of the Basement, and
yeah.
What's the other thing? What's the other book that I'm thinking of?
Let's see. Books based on. Was saying this is Rolling Stone said Stay Out of the Basement, The Haunted Car,
The Haunted
Monster
Car,
Blood.
okay. I saw that.
Monster Blood, The Girl Who Cried Monster, The
Yep.
Ghost Next Door, and Welcome to Camp Nightmare.
Ah, man, let's go.
Yeah. And that's kind of what the first season did, right? Because the first season took multiple books and made it one story, which was awesome. That was such a good way to do it. And I think this one looks like it's going to do it still. Like have one overlapping theme, but connect different books into it.
My only complaint is that it comes out in January and not now.
Yeah.
This would be a perfect thing to come out right now. Oh my God. Can you imagine the creepiness, yet the funness of Goosebumps? Oh my gosh. I don't want to wait till next year. Not around Halloween time.
Yeah.
Right after Christmas.
I wonder how many episodes there's gonna be. 8 episodes. Yeah. October would have been great. October into November.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it would have been great. It's just because Goosebumps is so known for like, horror. Like kid horror. So yeah. That really looked good. That looked
I'm
really good.
so interested. Like right now, that's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to watch this.
Yeah, same. I can't wait to talk about it, watch and talk about it because it's like new with still having the nostalgia, of the books and TV shows and stuff like that, but updated to a newer kind of audience and stuff like that, newer quality, But yeah, that looked really good.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm 100% in. I will watch this religiously. We'll be talking about this 100%.
Oh yeah. This is gonna be a good one. Are your girls into Goosebumps or they're not really reading Goosebumps?
So my oldest one, we went to the store and to the bookstore or whatever, and she started grabbing, like she just finished the Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh dang,
So
nice.
she finished all of C.S. Lewis. And now she's into was it something dragon stuff, and she picked up her first Goosebumps book just like 3 days ago. So she's reading that, and she's reading Hocus Pocus. So I'm like so proud of her right now. I'm looking at her like I got tear in my eye, like I was your age when I started looking at this stuff. So yeah, she's just getting into it.
That's awesome. I know you're like watching her read Goosebumps and seeing like if she like jumps.
She jumps, yeah.
Like, oh man.
I'm like, what page she going on? Which choose your adventure, because I think she picked up Say Cheese and Die.
Nice. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, are you sure you want to talk about Die? She was like, oh yeah, this is the one I want, Daddy. I was like, cool, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so good. I know whenever we go secondhand shopping or thrifting and stuff, we always look for Goosebump books. Mostly we look for the old school ones where, the actual logo is like, has the actual like Goosebump kind of feel to it, and not the flat newer ones. But yeah.
I told her I have packed away in my father's house 32 Goosebump books.
Nice.
And she's like, I want them, Dad. Like, they'll be yours.
Pull those out. Nice. That's why you keep those things, man. You like pass it down to your kids and like, this is what I love. Here you go. This it's yours now.
Obviously, I keep on to a lot of my stuff, so
yeah.
At least I can share something.
Yeah. But yeah, cool. We want to hear from you guys what you guys think about Goosebumps The Vanishing. It's gonna be the next season of this Goosebumps show that they're doing. So leave a comment down below. Let us know what your thoughts are. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because once this is coming out, we are for sure talking about this every week. So hopefully it comes out every week, and not just a drop all at once.
Yeah, I want an enjoyable journey.
Yeah.
No, Goosebumps, The Vanishing premieres all 8 episodes Friday, January 10th, 2025.
Well, there you go. So we're gonna binge it. We're gonna binge it, and then we'll come back and review the season. But yeah. So that, like I said, that's our thoughts for the trailer. We appreciate everyone coming in and hanging out with us, and everyone watching live. Stick around because we're gonna finish things up for the night.
I like that.
Yeah. I just saw it right now. All 8 episodes. Damn.
Yeah, I was reading. I was like, oh.
I mean, it's not bad. It's the only bad thing is like when they do stuff like that, like it gets ruined by the time I wake up. Somebody already watched all 8 episodes. I was like, oh, that last episode. I was like, hey, what?
Yeah.
It is only been out for 8 hours. Stop it. Like, let me watch it. But yeah. But cool, man. That's all I got. Ooh, she's that old birthday present. There you go. Is that actually on your birthday, January 10th?
That would be perfect. I would love to do a watch party there. There's that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. She said, I really enjoyed last season. Looked good though. Yeah, last season was really good. Last season was really good. Yeah. One simple rule. Let's break it.
Let's break it.
That's
Stay out of the basement.
Yeah.
What's in the basement? What the hell's wrong with you, kid? Did you not hear what I just said?
Well, but
all right,
that's all I got. What you got?
I got one more thing for us to watch real quick. We don't have to do a segment on it or nothing. I just want to watch this teaser, episode 7 teaser.
Oh, for
Agatha.
Oh, for Agatha? I haven't seen that. I think there's a teaser for episode 6 Penguin too.
So we the mid-season trailer, we should have dropped that already. The mid-season thing, we never did drop that.
Dude, I've been so effing busy, man. I've been so effing busy at work. I'm so far behind on my edits.
I wanted to jump in and then I didn't do it. I was like, I could just jump in and do this real quick so we could drop it before this episode comes out. And I didn't do it. So.
I didn't even think about that. I completely forgot.
While we're here, let's just watch this real quick.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
I can sense him. I just can't find him.
Gosh, you really are a Maximoff. Otherwise, none of this would be nearly as dramatic.
He's my brother.
The bodies are really piling up.
Will Agatha Harkness finally meet her end?
Why do you let them believe those things about you?
Because the truth is too awful.
That looks good, man. I'm really excited to see the last bunch of episodes.
So this is like literally this all happened in episode 7. All that's happening is supposed to be episode 7. That's a lot.
Yeah. It better be a long episode then.
That's why I'm wondering, like, how can you go through all of that? You know, how long is episode 7?
Yeah, because there's only 2 weeks left.
Next week will be it. There's only 1 week left because after this episode, the last 2 episodes are in the same week.
Yeah. So three episodes left.
3 episodes. Yeah.
A lot of stuff to get through. But I feel like they're doing a pretty good job with the pace and everything like that, you know, because obviously the climax is when everything kind of goes faster and it's more intense and stuff like that, you know. So, yeah. But I'm man, and I know like Chillmonger, you know, on Twitter, he gave it a second chance. He said he couldn't get through one episode, you know, and that first episode. Now looking back at it, like when you have to like rank all the episodes, that first episode is probably the weakest
I said that though. I told you I didn't
Yeah.
like the first episode.
Yeah.
I was like,
but I liked the first episode, but compared to like what we got the last couple weeks, it's not even close, but it got better every week. Like it was a better episode and a better episode, so
I thought episode 1 was terrible. I thought episode 2 was good. Episode 3 was great. Episode 4, epic. Like so it started hitting.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But yeah, I mean, but it's a show that all I wanted it to be was halfway good. Just be entertaining enough. I don't care if it connects to anything. Just be entertaining. At the end of the day, that's all I care about when I watch stuff. And then it just blew it all out of the water. Like, it's gonna be great actors, and it looks like it's going to tie in to some part of the universe.
What's going to tie in now because they're talking about Thanos coming back.
Yeah, King Thanos
and coming and them being connected to Lady Death and not the Lady Death, but Death overall.
Death. Yeah.
So I mean, these are interesting things that are coming out. I mean, I'm interested. I want to see what happens. I want to see how it connects to everything else. I'm ready.
Yeah, and we always thought. I think most people thought like, this show's gonna somehow bring Wanda back, and I'm like, I'm cool if it doesn't, but if it brings her kids back, then that still leaves that door open of her returning somehow. You know what I mean? So,
well, we already know that she's coming back with Vision Quest, and it sounds like they want her to have her own movie and they want to have her for a long time.
Yeah. Because I think they never really fully utilized her the way they could have. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it. They were focused on Thor and Captain America and Iron Man, like the main guys. But
you don't think it also had to do something with the fact that they didn't know what to do with the whole X-Men ties?
Possibly. It's like you have this mutant that we're not calling mutant anymore, but now we own X-Men, so now she can be the mutant. So she kind of got lost in that sauce of technically not a mutant because we couldn't use it, and then now we can.
Now you are new, and now we can tell you Thanos that Magneto is your father, and we can really talk about these things now.
You can do the real backstory of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. But even the show doing the whole Ralph Boner thing, like it took something that the fans hated because they just felt so betrayed. And one, like, I blame New Rockstars because they hyped up Mephisto so much, and everyone did, but they were like the guys, they made fucking t-shirts about it, so
but Mephisto was going to be in it.
That's what the rumor was, and
they couldn't figure it out.
Pops up in this one.
I think he could be. I think that's I already told you. I think he was the one who put the sigil.
I love that theory.
Yeah. So
but they took Ralph Boner, a thing that people hated, and they did something with it in this episode or in this series. It's like, we get you all hated it, blah blah blah, but
the callback is cool.
Yeah, well, the callback and what he actually did. You know what I mean? Like you don't realize, like, oh yeah, he suffered. Like, not only did Wanda mess him up, like Agatha came and like finished off his mental, like health. Is like, no, you're super messed up now.
So A says the guy who plays Billy said episode 7 was his favorite. He can't wait till everyone gets to see it.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
that makes me even more hyped. Let's go. Oh. Yeah. Is it time yet? Can we watch it right now? No.
Yeah. It's so effing good. It's really, really good.
I don't know. We should think about the last episode doing a watch party. Watch it together on a Wednesday.
That's Wednesday. See, but when it drops,
it's the day before
Halloween.
Halloween.
I mean, for me, that's no big deal. But for me, the issue is when it drops, I'm usually like in the middle of getting the kids ready for bed. Either like finishing them dinner, cleaning up, getting them all changed and stuff like that. So that's like the biggest problem I have.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it without tech. So
I mean, you guys can.
I'll be here. I'm here everywhere.
Oh, you guys could definitely do it.
I'm pretty much. If I had a cot down here, I could sleep down here. This is it.
let's do a 24-hour stream. Yeah.
Call me Green Stream Brian.
But yeah, if you guys want to do a watch party, man, 100%, go for it. You know, if Brandon's available to do it, or did you?
It's just
that
me.
too. Yeah. Well, you know, I always want to do a watch party for something. It's just the hours always suck when stuff comes out. You're like, nah, it's 9 o'clock. You ain't doing nothing until after 9.
And that's why we start the show at 9:30, ladies and gentlemen. But let's get out of here because it's already 12:30.
Yeah.
And,
well, real quick, we got Prime. I think he
hey, Prime.
Yeah, so I know Prime's over on our look at it, and he's got One Piece avatar. Just talked about that. Wrong show.
What?
But we still talking about sports. So unfortunately I put up 170 points and the dude put up 200. I hate that.
That's the worst. When you have
That's
second place, you
worst.
had the second most points in fantasy football and lose.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is true for you, but whenever you put up the second highest points, right, out of the entire season, out of everybody, that same week, the guy who got the most points of the entire season, did you play? I was like, I hate it. Always happens. It always happens. So it sucks. I know you had texted me Sunday. They're like, hey,
yeah, I texted you because I knew I was gonna win if you didn't do it. And I was like, I wouldn't feel right about it. So I wanted to make sure that I told you.
Yeah. Usually around 11:30 when I'm putting the kids to bed for their nap, I'll log in and that's when I'll change all my guys for right before game time.
It was getting close. I was like, you're gonna have somebody in this now, man.
Yeah. Well, any morning games I miss. The London games I missed that.
Because I was like, oh, Mark Cooper's gonna be you better put him in. Because you had two people that are gonna play right away.
Yeah. I said my bad, I was late today.
What
was better, Smile 2 or Terrifier 3? I saw Terrifier 3 finally.
Smile 2 is very much like Smile 1.
Okay.
And it's better. It's easier. It's eye candy and things you want to see in Smile 2. Terrifier 3 is a horror movie. It's crazy.
It's a gore movie. It's gore porn.
Gory.
It's gory. They're very different. I haven't seen Smile 2 yet, but if you're saying it's like Smile 1, very different.
Psychologically, but you have a lot going on. The first 2 acts are unbelievable, and the third act is crazy.
Kind of wild. Yeah. Terrifier 3 was holy shit. I was like, man, I get why people were walking out.
Smile 2 has Naomi Scott.
Yeah.
And that's enough for me. That's the only reason I watched it. I was like, all right, I can do this.
Yeah. But if you're a horror fan, you gotta watch both. I mean, yeah. Smile 2, I heard nothing but good things about Smile 2. I'm probably gonna watch it tomorrow. I am gonna watch it tomorrow. Terrifier 3 is another good movie. If you like the first 2, you'll definitely like number 3. So and then she said, is that standard?
170, yeah.
170 for standard league.
Standard scoring.
Standard scoring.
Probably be PPR.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gotta be PPR to get that high. Last question, I promise. Why can't I sub on Twitch? So on Twitch, we don't have the qualifications to sub yet. Because you have to hit certain numbers. And we just don't.
We don't do Twitch enough.
We don't do Twitch enough, because it really. Because right now we dual stream. We're on Facebook, but Facebook we don't really get a lot of people on Facebook. And we get a troll or something. Twitch, we do all of our Nerd Huddle stuff, so we do our movie stuff and our sports stuff all together. And then on YouTube is where we split it up. So like YouTube, we'll have our movie stuff, and then we'll have our sports stuff on our YouTube channel. I don't know. I mean, That's something I've been thinking about for a little while. Is because I really thought YouTube was gonna battle Twitch for live stream stuff, and they were. They I think they were really trying, and then they realized we don't need to. We still make a butt ton of money on YouTube style content. Which is true. So they kind of got away from live streaming the past couple months. So I mean, it's legit like a thing I've been thinking about for a while, but finding time to do it because Twitch is way more interactive. With Twitch
and you can show a
and
lot more things. And a lot of people, if you want to show something that you don't want to copyright claim, you do on Twitch.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, that might be something we play around with later. Maybe our live streams are on Twitch and then our edits are on YouTube. I mean, a lot of people do that. Every Twitch person does that. Every Twitch person does that. So. But if you do want to sub to somebody, Martin, he has his own Twitch, and you can sub to him. So if you want to support any of us over on Twitch, definitely check out Martin and on his channel. His channel by
Martin Villion, isn't that what it is on Twitch?
I was like Victorious something.
I thought is this Victorious? I thought it was Martin.
Hold on, give me a second. Because Martin's on it pretty often, and he has a pretty decent following, man. I'm like super proud of him. Because I go on and he's got a lot of people. A lot of people for a small creator. Like getting 2 people is a lot. Let alone. I think he's like he gets like 5 to 10 at certain times. So, hold on. I'll give you his link because I usually give him my Amazon free subscribe. So there you go. That's Martin's stream. So if you want to support, go over there and support him. He does a lot of DJ stuff, which is super cool. I never thought he would have been like a VTuber kind of thing, but he does that. Super cool. A lot of Fortnite stuff, Mario stuff. So a lot of Fortnite I've been seeing, but he'll do the Mario Strikers, the Mario Soccer, and stuff like that. So I'll go.
He loves Mario Kart still. But
Mario Kart, yeah, I'll go in and support him whenever I can. So, but
for us, we're pretty much if you want to subscribe or do anything with us or be a member, it's all YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah. But it is something thinking about, man. Been thinking about for a little while. Didn't you hear about Terrifier 1 or 2? Nah, they were low budget.
They're really low budget. And don't get me wrong, Terrifier 3 is not the most high budget thing I've ever seen in my life either. So
but it started getting the following. Yeah. Are they they're all I don't say they're all the same, but they're all kind of the same. You know what I mean? Like clown kills people, very, very gory.
Terrifier 2 is not bad. Terrifier 3 is a lot better. But Terrifier 1 I thought was terrible.
It's the I'll say cheapest one, but it is the cheapest one. But I didn't care for number 1 because I didn't watch Terrifier until number 2, and then I went back and watched 1, and then but it go for me.
I wouldn't have saw number 2 if I would have saw number 1 first.
Yeah, very much. I wish I had something I can donate to y'all. Don't worry, man. We appreciate you coming in and just being part of the chat and stuff like that. But like I said, go over, support Martin, when he's on Twitch. He talks just because he's playing Fortnite. If you ask him a football question, I mean, he's gonna answer. He's gonna talk football. For sure. Or be a member of some sort. If you can't, man, we don't.
That's what you do. YouTube. If you can't, it's fine. We appreciate you though.
Yeah. Have you all seen Mr. Crockett on Hulu? No. I know. Have you seen it?
No, I've been planning on watching it. I know it's about an hour and a half long, and I haven't wanted to see it. I knew I was gonna watch it for Halloween, so it's probably gonna be some like Wednesday that I check it out. So by the time Thursday comes back around, I would have watched it. But I was watching all these movies trying to catch up on that.
Thursday, if Brandman doesn't do a solo review by Thursday, then Thursday we should do a review because I haven't seen it, but because of Brandon, I watched the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good. It looks really good. It doesn't look like, oh my God, this is the scariest thing ever, but it looks good. It's very much it reminded me of what's the one where she comes out of the TV? The Ring kind of thing, but mixed with like creepy Barney vibes and like it looks really good. It looks really interesting.
It reminds me, like imagine Barney, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, something like that, like on one of those shows, but a little bit more that would be creepy, a creepy show like that, and like the mother trying to save her son from that's crazy. You know, this demonic, our kids really, but these demonic shows and stuff like that. Yeah, it's something, and then having to enter into the show to get there,
Yeah. And the dude playing Mr. Crockett is kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got that weird smile and the bow tie kind of thing, and yeah. The trailer looked really, really good. The trailer looked really good. And then
Elvis Nolasco, yeah.
There you go, yeah. So the Nerd Huddle on YouTube, it's a channel we don't put anything on right now, but it's the channel where we start things at. You know what I mean? So like this show started there, and then it kind of became its own thing. Dynasty Pylon kind of started a little bit on there, but then it really became its own thing. We were trying to do a basketball thing on there, you know, but
unfortunately there's only 7 days in the week, and there's only one me.
Yeah. But I linked our YouTube for Spoiler Kings, which is what we're on right now. Right there. Just Spoiler King, and then Dynasty Pylon, which is the sports side of it. The football, I should say. So.
But yeah. I'm also hyped for Last Dance. It looks very good. I'm hearing great reviews, and by the time the 21st of November comes out, I'll be able to tell Tank you wrong. I can tell Brandon he's wrong because of Gladiator. Yeah.
I'm getting more excited about it. I can't say I'm hyped for it, but I'm like, okay, I'm hearing a lot of good things about it from a lot of different people. So that's good. Yeah.
It's weird because Tom Hardy said this is it for him playing Venom in the Venomverse, but he's not the end of him playing Venom for Marvel.
No, I think he said like he's done.
Yeah, he's done with doing a Venom movie, and so I think it was actually a show. If you guys ever watch Everything Always, I watch everyone's creative stuff. And he says Tom Hardy will probably still be in there for Secret Wars. Most likely, it's like an 80% chance he's gonna be there for the Secret Wars.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Because I know there's.
Don't be surprised he's in both Spider-Man 4 and Secret Wars.
Yeah, because he had a quote recently about. There we go. Venom star Tom Hardy wouldn't bet on himself against Tom Holland Spider-Man exclusive. Blah blah blah. Blah. Yeah, what he said. Because he had asked. He was asked, would he want to be?
He wants to end his career, but he didn't say no 100%.
Yeah. So he said, he goes, what Hardy said. He goes, he raved of Holland. He goes, I think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man who's ever played, which is crazy. I'm really fond of him. I think he's a great actor and a great kid. I mean, grown man now. I'm an old man, so I work for that. then he has said, now if his Venom and Tom's Spider-Man got into a fight, who would win? And Tom Joke said, no, I'm too old for that. He'll know he'll be in for a fight though. So not to quote, though, but
I don't know if it was Brazil or where it was this weekend. And they asked him something like, would he be in a cameo in Spider-Man 4 possibly? And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. And seemed like he was saying he could easily return if MCU would offer the role.
Yeah, that's what I read too, is like that he's not against being in the MCU. Which of course
he doesn't want to be with Sony. He's not going to do another movie, but he would be there.
Mm-hmm.
And exactly what she said. He said he possibly would do it as just a voice.
I heard it, just a voice. That'd be interesting. That'd be really interesting if he's just the voice of Venom, like the symbiote, even though we got a new Tom Hardy or a new Eddie Brock.
Maybe you don't get Eddie Brock at all.
Or you go with, well, because I know he gets the Scorpion for a little bit. Oh, and I just heard at New York Comic Con they announced in the upcoming new Venom series that Eddie Brock is going to be the new Carnage. That Venom doesn't want to play with Eddie right now because Eddie's kind of crazy. So Venom is like, I'm going to go here and play with Peter Parker, you know. And when you're done being not crazy, you and your kid are not crazy, I'll come back home. Yeah. But
oh man, we're gonna be on here all night. We might as well just get out of here.
Get out of here.
Because honestly, we can sit here and talk about this stuff all night for real.
Yeah.
This was actually happen. So after we leave, we're like, oh, we're so tired. There's like so many nights. Me and Tank would sit here for an hour and a half, just talking about stuff.
Yeah. we're not even recording and we're still talking like the nerdy stuff. And
oh man.
Yeah. But nah, it's late, man. Definitely gotta go to bed, get some sleep. But yeah, let's get out of here. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Like I said, if Brandon doesn't do his solo review by then for sure we'll do a review of Mr. Crockett because I am gonna watch that because that looked creepy. But cool. That's the fun of the green room.
Yeah. That's what we just sit here and talk and just enjoy being nerds.
Yeah, exactly. But cool. One day, man, we'll do I want to do like a 24-hour stream. Maybe rotate between the three of us or something like that.
Hey, that'll just be like a Tuesday for me.
Exactly. All right. Cool. Everyone say night. Peace out. Cool, man.
All right, guys.
Yep. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Later.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're out here.